Hi, this is Elizabeth Montgomery, inviting you to stay tuned for Bewitched.
Rosemary's Baby, Saturday night at 11.
Got them collectibles, showing off. Celeb birthdays, trivia toss. Chance drops knowledge like a retro boss. And he's got that 80s hair. In spirit, a blast back, rewind that track. From VHS to 8-track, nostalgia fever, crank it loud. The Podblast crew is retro proud. And he's got that 80s hair. It's new with Chance, the time travel's just begun. Hop in the past, you know the stance. We're blasted off with your host, Chance.
Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy 2026, and beyond. I'm Chance Bartels, your host. This is the Nostalgic Podblast, the nostalgia show with a bite. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, we have such a big holiday special for you. I'm going to try to keep it to 2 hours tonight. Here's the topics. What's your favorite holiday, Christmas or Hanukkah TV special? What's your favorite holiday TV plot? What's your favorite tree ornament? What's your favorite holiday song? What's the best gift you ever gave or received? And also I'm going to show you, sorry, Joe in New York, a few, just about 6 or 7 Christmas-themed comic book covers from my collection. And also we're going to have karaoke, 3 songs. We're going to have Christmas karaoke tonight. And of course, a trivia game. I think I have about 15 to 20 questions, holiday themed. And Mikey's here. I'll bring him on in just a moment. So that's what's on tap here in the Nostalgic Podblast. I hope your holiday season is going very well. And if you're watching this in a replay, I hope it went very well with no hassles with travel or anything like that. Hope you enjoyed the holiday season and you're with your loved ones. So I think I should bring on Mikey right now. He's been very patient backstage. And I want to say hey to the chat after I bring him on. But right now, here's Mikey. Hey, Mikey.
Hey! Hello, Nostalgic Podblasters! Mikey and Suzanne here from the great GTA up north with lots of snow, lots of rain, and everything in between. Also, don't want to forget our happy Kwanzaa people out there as well. So, want to cover you guys and gals. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah, of course, to my wonderful sister Bernadette with her Jewish husband Steve and our wonderful nephew Dylan and everybody else in our family down south there in the States. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful Christmas show. We got lots of stuff tonight. We got lists. We got trivia. We got clips. And we will, Chance has promised me, couple of giveaways tonight. So really be on your game. You're going to have to be on your game for trivia tonight. So, right. And I know that's Joe's big thing. So we're going to have fun with it tonight, guys. That's right. Well, you know what? I want to play a couple retro Christmas promos, just 2 to start the show off. And here goes the first one. And then we'll say hey to everyone in the chat. I want to give people an opportunity to log on since I was a little late as we're live. But here is a nice one from 1977, about 24 seconds long. This is a nice special on ABC TV. The quality's not great because literally it was recorded with a Betamax back in 1977. Let's watch that. It's better than nothing, right? Low quality. Well, that's true. That's true. Better than when we had our DVD players and everything that come up later. So yeah, for sure.
Low quality is better than no quality. That's why.
Amen.
Thursday, visit the North Pole, where all year long folks have been getting ready for Christmas. This holiday season, Fred Astaire tells us how Santa got his start. A Christmas classic, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Watch Thursday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Do you remember that, Mikey?
I do. That is beautiful. One of the all-time great classics. Fred Astaire. You can't beat it. It's something you always got to see, like every Christmas.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's watch another one. This was a special on NBC. Here's a 21-second clip. Here it is.
Have I Got a Christmas for You? A heartwarming Hallmark Hall of Fame. Heartwarming because it really happened.
This is Reverend Powers calling from the Temple Beth Show.
Milton Berle heads an all-star cast as a Jewish community fills in for Christians who have to work on the holiday. Have I Got a Christmas for You? Friday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain on NBC.
There you go. That I want to be all-inclusive here. The great Milton Berle. They say he had one of the biggest members in Hollywood. Sorry, family show. But did you notice the guy playing the Reverend? I remember him from an episode of The Ropers, which was a spinoff of Three's Company. That's a great character actor. It escapes me what his name is. But do you remember that special, the Mikey, in that latter promo I just played?
Yeah, I do remember it briefly. I think the one that appealed to me, and don't get me wrong, I love Milton Berle. And what he did to Waldorf and Statler in Muppet Show is classic. It is legend, okay? It's one of the best episodes ever made. But anyway, one of those that stand out to me the most is the Bing Crosby special. And when he's saying The Little Drummer Boy with David Bowie, I falls like tears, and because they're both gone. And we lost poor David Bowie. So yeah. Right. So when you hear that Drummer Boy mix and his own song that he wrote to blend with Bing Crosby singing Little Drummer Boy, Just there's not a dry eye in the house, and I know a lot of people. I know everybody in the chat could agree with me on that one. That is a classic.
That's
Definitely.
right. That's right. Well, we are going to have a party tonight, so we got to have some music. You can't have a good holiday party without some music and some refreshments, liquid and solid. But I want to play one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time, and let's sing it together. This is karaoke. So, Mikey, you feel free to sing along. I'm going to unmute your mic if you want to. You don't have to.
Oh, no, it's fine. I got my mic unmuted. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll spare the audience my pipes, but let's watch this together right now. This is one of my favorites.
Let's hear those sleigh bells ring, 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 ring. Come on, it's lovely, what a birthday, what a birthday. Outside the snow is falling and things are falling. Come on, it's lovely, what a birthday, what a birthday. Ding dong ding, ding ding dong ding dong ding, ding ding dong ding dong ding. Let's take a road before something awful. Come on, it's lovely, what a birthday, what a birthday. Let's ride! There we go.
Nice job, Mikey. To start the show musically, I've got a couple more.
All right.
Later on with everybody in the chat. And we'll get to the trivia in just a little while. Next up, we must acknowledge we're going to get back to the holiday fun, but we lost some folks this week. It's been really sad, really brutal. I'm going to play a clip now featuring one of the actors who was really big with Gen X. He's only known really for playing one role, and that was Captain William Buck Rogers. Let's watch the theatrical trailer to Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. This was released theatrically in your neck of the woods where you are presently, even though you were born in the U.S., you're in Canada. This was released in Canada 6 months before it debuted on NBC TV. Here's the theatrical trailer from Universal Pictures for Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. As we say, rest in peace to the star, Gil Gerard.
In the year 1987, at Cape Kennedy, NASA launched the last of America's deep space probes. Aboard this compact starship, a lone astronaut, Captain William Buck Rogers, was to experience cosmic forces beyond all comprehension. trajectory was disrupted by an explosion. In the wink of an eye, his life support systems were frozen by temperatures beyond imagination. Ranger 3 was blown out of its planned trajectory. Buck was frozen by elements so instantaneous and perfect that he was fully preserved and living when found by the forces of the Draconian army and taken aboard the King's flagship Draconia.
Where am I?
You are aboard the King's flagship Draconia, under command of the Royal Princess Ardala, on its way to Earth on a peace mission.
Oh.
Give him something for his discomfort.
Oh. Are you a real life princess?
I think we've given our captain a little too much medication.
We're going home.
Great. Where's that?
On Earth.
All right.
Put down the backgammon boards, put away the cards. Lucky Buck is back.
This is quite a setup.
It's Colonel Daring, commander of Earth's defenses. Take this barbarian in for interrogation.
Hey, wait a minute.
Captain Buck Rogers, you are now in the 25th century.
I think I will have that right now. Are you familiar with rock? No.
What are you doing?
It's called getting down. It's a little before your time, if it frightens you.
What is it? What's going on?
Ships. They simply explode.
That's impossible.
Captain, you stay out of this.
Try and stop me. Watch out, Major, on your tail.
Captain Rogers, I ordered you to stay out of this.
Girl, you need all the help you can get.
Buck Rogers in the 25th century. From Universal Pictures.
What do you think about that?
Wow. Yes, there was a musical interlude with the opening credits. I remember that, and then saw the movie, and then I was so excited when they said, "Oh, we're going to make this a TV series," and and this was before I did the Highwayman, with Glenn Larson himself. It was Glenn Larson that did this, and I was like, "Wow," and I thought when I got to work with him, wow, that was just amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and you notice some of the music was from Battlestar Galactica. Same executive producer, Glenn A. Larson. I did a 6-hour Podblast a few years ago about the life of Glenn A. Larson.
Yeah.
And Buck Rogers in the 25th century had a great narrator in season 1, and that would be William Conrad, the narrator of The Fugitive. And of course, he was the star of Jake and the Fat Man, Cannon, a lot of shows like that. Captain William Buck Rogers. The year is 19. No, he's like, the year is 1987. And of course, you know what he's best known for? He was the first Marshal Matt Dillon in the radio play Gunsmoke before it was made a television show.
Okay.
Right.
Now I don't want you. Here's one of our first trivia questions, and I don't want you to answer Chance because I know you know it. I know it. All right. So in the opening of Buck Rogers, every episode, they tell you the year he ends up in. What is that year?
I just said that.
Yeah.
In my bad impression of William Conrad, but let's see if anyone in the chat can answer that. If they were listening, were you listening?
Were you listening just now?
I might not have been speaking clearly enough where you could hear what I was saying because I did a horrible impression. I don't have the pipes that Mr. Conrad had.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you hear. The year is blank.
Right.
And NASA launches the last of its deep space probes.
Right. And then
Joe.
final year. Yep, 2491 is the final year he ends up in.
Yep.
That was what I was
the year he
mentioning.
launched was 1987.
87. So 504 years, 604 years. No, yeah, 504 years.
You know what? I should punish and ban myself because your question was what year did he wind up in?
Yes, I did.
See,
Yeah.
I thought you were asking about the year he launched. So shame
No,
on
no, the
me.
year that he ended up in was 2491.
So Bob,
Over 500
Joe, I owe you an
years.
apology, sir. I'm a bad
Thank
listener.
you, Joe. Thank
Joe,
you, Joe.
you were right. You were
You're
right.
right on, man. That was awesome.
Good job.
Oh, and we did acknowledge, while we were going through the clip, we did acknowledge Sarah, our friend from Southern California. 12 months now that she's been a member of Chance's channel. So,
she's a member of my other channel, Chance Acting Demo. I don't allow memberships on the Nostalgic Podblast.
okay, on the Chance demo?
Yeah,
All right,
so
cool.
she's watching through that channel or left the comment from my other channel, Chance Acting Demo, all one word on YouTube. Thank you so much, Sarah. She's
Thank
in
you,
Southern
Sarah.
California. She's a sweetheart, heart of gold. And she's been on the show before and she'll be on again. She's been a co-host with me, a guest co-host, and she's amazing. So
Yeah,
Buck
I can't
Rogers,
wait to meet her. She's wonderful.
the
Yeah.
television show Buck Rogers, let's see. It debuted on September 20th. Oh my gosh, it's my dad's birthday, 1979. And it ended its 2-season run on April 16th, 1981. And in season 2 of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, they made it like Star Trek. They were on a spaceship, the Searcher, seeking out new worlds. It was kind of a weird direction that it went in. I like the new Chicago plotline on the Earth of the future that they had in season 1. And hey, you had Gary Coleman guest starring. You had a lot of interesting guest stars in the first season of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. Of course, he's what you talking about, Willis? He's best known as playing, of course. Arnold.
Well, but the one we just talked about, Tom Christopher, who plays Hawk.
In season 2.
And we just lost him last year, and I was just very upset.
Now,
Because he was my of anything from the second season, he was my favorite other than Gil and of course Aaron Gray, who is still alive, thankfully. So yes.
Who played Hawk's wife? She was best known for a classic Star Trek episode. Don't look it up. I want to know, Joe. I'll be real impressed if you know the name of the actress who played Hawk's wife in season of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century.
Yeah.
I agree. Season 1 of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century was much better than season 2.
Oh, much, yeah.
All right. Good one, Joe. Barbara Luna. You are right. You are good.
Yay!
Barbara Luna. And I know you knew this, Mikey. She is best known to Trekkers and Trekkies alike for playing Marlena Moreau. I think that's you pronounce her name. She was the yeoman in the alternate universe in the episode Mirror, Mirror, which was the 39th episode in production order of the original Star Trek, including both pilots. But it was the 4th episode in aired order for season 2 on NBC. And she she played in both universes. She's at the very end of the episode as her normal self in our universe, but she's the captain's woman in the Mirror, Mirror universe. And she also was in a Great Invaders episode from season 1 of that episode titled Storm. And she plays an alien, and she's just got a great look, and she's still with us. Knock on wood, she's still alive. Great job there, Joe. Getting that right. Yep, the captain's woman. That's right.
And she had one of her relatives, I believe, when our friend Vic Minona had created his Star Trek Continues, the episode where they went back to the Mirror universe from the other side of it, where when Kirk, played by Vic, comes back with the other 3 that was with him, and that was Barbara's one of her relatives that played her in her stead in that episode. So that was very cool. Yeah.
Look up a shot, Barbara Luna Invaders. Google search that and see if a shot pops up. She had long dark hair. It was my favorite look of her entire career so far. And JP 5466 notes that Barbara Luna was also in a $6 Million Man episode.
Episode she was.
Yes. And I talk about this every year. There's a Christmas episode of the $6 Million Man from season 4 of that program titled A Bionic Christmas Carol. It aired December 12th, 1976. And what's notable about that, and I showed it last year in last year's Nostalgic Podblast Holiday Christmas Special, they actually have product placement for Universal, because Universal, of course, put out the $6 Million Man and it spin off The Bionic Woman, and it had a deal with Kenner Toys to make the action figure of the $6 Million Man. Well, in the Christmas episode, Steve Austin is shopping for some kids at a house he's staying at. And right there on the shelf is product placement of the Colonel Steve Austin live action figure, the large size action figure right there on the shelf next to Jaws, I might add. Jaws is next to the cash register, and that's a Universal movie. So Universal got 2 product placements in that scene for the Jaws. Remember the Jaws game where you would fish out objects from Jaws before the Jaws would
before the Jaws gets you
on the hook? Yeah, you had that. I've played it before here on the show. And then you had the action figure. So anyway, and who else was in that episode of $6 Million Man? Ray Walston. Remember Mr. Hand from Fast Times at Ridgemont High? And of course, My Favorite Martian. Most of you probably remember him as the star of My Favorite Martian as Uncle Martin opposite Bill Bixby. The Martian, the good Martian.
Yes.
And he did a lot of other things. I loved it when he would reunite with Bill Bixby in Incredible Hulk in My Favorite Magician in season 3 of The Incredible Hulk. But I digress.
And don't forget, Ray Walston also played Boothby in some episodes from Star Trek Next Generation.
He sure did. That's a great note right there, Mikey. Great job. Okay, well,
you got to promote the Trekkers and Trekkies out there, too.
You know what? We didn't really cover. Yeah, that's right. We didn't really finish talking about, or even start talking about Gil Gerard. He was born on a Saturday on January 23rd, 1943, in Little Rock, Arkansas. He passed away right here in the state of Georgia. For a while, he lived near Douglasville, Georgia, in West Georgia. But reports state that he was living in North Georgia when he passed away, just shy of his 83rd birthday. He died on December 16th, 2025. And he had gastric bypass surgery. I met him in 2006 at Bionicon 1 down at Tampa, Florida. He was a really nice guy. I have a picture with him I should have pulled up, but it's on an old phone. It would have taken so much time to find. But I'm sad, that he's gone. Because, again, to Gen Xers, he was Captain William Buck Rogers. I mean, that's really the only role that he's known for, I think, on a major level. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I totally agree. And another highlight about season 1, because I know here JP said season 1 was best. I totally agree. Buster Crabbe, the original radio serial, and the early 30s, 40s, when he played Buck Rogers in those, cliffhanger serials, he appeared in one episode alongside with Gil Gerard.
Let me put his picture up. I had pulled a picture to put on camera.
Yeah.
Let me do that real quick so we can talk a little bit about Gil before we get back to the holiday fun. It's just, I'm going to do a show. They died in 2025 early next year in January 2026. And here's a good shot of him. And let me adjust our shot, Mikey.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
My producer Natalie taught me this trick. So that looks good. All right. So there's a nice shot. And that's what his autograph looked like. Anyone that's listening, by the way, at Fistful of Radio out of Atlanta or on Apple Podcast or Podbean or Spotify, just Google search The Nostalgic Podblast. That's the name of this program. And at the very top, you'll see The Nostalgic Podblast YouTube channel. Click that and then click the live tab and you'll see 2025. A big thumbnail image that says 2025 Happy New Year with a Christmas present over the 0 in 2025. Click that and then you can see what we're talking about. But what we're showing listeners is an autographed picture of Gil Gerard as Buck Rogers. And there's his autograph, those that are watching. Here's another shot. It's reversed because he parted his hair on the other side. The picture that's on the screen is in reverse. But there's Gil Gerard as Captain William Buck Rogers with hiya, Buck. Rest in peace, Buck. Twiggy. Yeah. Now, who played Twiggy? Mikey? Who was in that costume of Twiggy the robot? The miniature robot?
Felix Silla, who was famous for Time Bandits along with other films, was in the Twiggy costume, and the voice was done by none other than Bugs Bunny himself, Mel Blanc.
In season 1 and most of season 2, but they replaced him at the beginning of season 2. And there was so much outrage from the fans with the letters. Before the internet, you had to snail mail a letter. And people got so irate that they mailed letters of complaint and they brought Mel Blanc back as the voice of Twiggy. And also, Felix, guess what he was also in the 1960s? Whom did he play in the 1960s? I know you know this. You didn't mention it, but I know you know it.
Oh, let's see.
He was in a costume, just like he was in Buck Rogers as a robot, but he played sort of a monster on a sitcom that featured A Ghoulish Family?
Oh, yes, he was Cousin It.
Very good. You are correct, sir.
from the Addams Family. Yes,
that's right.
But here's a trivia. Well, not trivia, but here's a fun fact: the hand that comes out. Okay, so now Cousin It is Felicilla, but Thing, the hand that comes out, that's Ted Cassidy's hand. That's his hand that comes out of the box. And the way they were able to rig that was it was like a kind of a, they had his real hand come out of there, and it was like puppeteering. They kind of guided it up because he's a big, tall man. Ted Cassidy was like, big, tall man. Don't forget, he was one of those that played Bigfoot in the $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman shows too.
He was in season 4 of the $6 Million Man and season 5. He wasn't the original actor who played Bigfoot.
No, it was Andre the Giant.
Very good, sir. In The Secret of Bigfoot parts 1 and 2 in season 3 of the $6 Million Man. And then Ted Cassidy, Lurch from the Addams Family TV show, took over the role. And he also was in a $6 Million Man season 5 episode titled Bigfoot 5 with the Roman numeral 5 in the title.
Yes.
And that's the last time he played that character before the show was canceled at the end
Very
of that
good.
season.
JP doesn't want us to forget Rodney Allen Rippey, R-I-P-P-Y. Yeah, thank you, JP.
Hey, and another tragedy, I don't want to dwell too much on this because it's really sad, is the death of Rob Reiner, murdered by his own son. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible case. I mean, I hate it, man. Meathead got meat hooked by his own son. He got meat hooked. It's terrible.
And so did his beautiful wife, Michelle. We don't want to forget her, too.
Right. And I'm sure as time goes on and there's a trial, more details, grisly details will be revealed. But as it stands now, allegedly their son was schizophrenic and he had mental issues and drug addiction. His son Nick, and he slit their throats as they slept after a holiday party at Conan O'Brien's house. How horrible is that? Oh, I hate it.
Terrible.
Meathead murdered by his own son. I hate that he's dead. He was such a great actor and director. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Rob Reiner. I'm heartbroken about this.
Yeah. I just want to quickly mention, too, my favorite 3 things from Rob Reiner. Of course, All in the Family, just fantastic acting. But my favorite horror film he did was Misery with Kathy Bates and James Caan, which was based off a short story from Stephen King himself. And there we go. Hello, Stewie Griffin fan. Hello, Chance and Mikey. Merry Christmas. Quite a rough week. Yes, sir. Absolutely. But anyway, just to quickly finish. So, like I said, my favorite horror film, and the thing about Rob Reiner is he wouldn't consider it really horror. He would just kind of say there was this psychological, and of course, Kathy Bates won the Oscar for her role in that movie, by the way. James Caan, I'm telling you right now, the moment where she says, I'm your number 1 fan, and she's got the sledgehammer, and he's got his thing, both his legs. No, we won't go there. No, because that gives me nightmares every time I see it, every time she does that. But that was my favorite horror-type film he did. My favorite, of course, all time, Stand By Me. Stand By Me, and it's tied right there with The Princess Bride. Those were 2 great films that he did.
Princess Bride, I liked it. I saw it in the theater, but I feel like it's a tad overrated, but I don't want to speak ill of the dead, especially it's so wrong what happened to him. And as Keebler pointed out, allegedly.
The
alleged killer was Nick.
Everyone presumed innocent until their day in court. Amen, Keebler. Amen.
That's very true. That's very true. Yep.
And Stewie Griffin, thank you for saying hello to all of us. Joe says you can't handle the truth. Yes, A Few Good Men. Thank you. Yes, thank you. One of the very few movies I actually like Tom Cruise in, believe it or not.
Really? You're not a fan of Tom, huh?
I'm not a big fan, but I mean, there's other ones. Suzanne and I like the one which is Edge of Tomorrow, where it's Live, Die, Repeat with Emily Blunt. What a great film that one is. Oh man. But I mean, Jack Nicholson stands out of all the actors in that one, Jack. And you know what?
You can't handle the truth.
Exactly. But you know what? The great part about that is Rob Reiner, and I watched this in behind the scenes. Rob Reiner said, look, I got to let Jack be Jack. Jack's going to do improvisation. He's going to do all sorts of stuff, but I got to let him be him. And that was great. Just fantastic.
Yeah, I agree, Stuart. He said the deaths of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, at the hands of their son, Nick, were senseless. They did everything they could to save their child, but to no avail. Hope there's justice. Yeah. And reportedly, he was in rehab to the tune of, what was it, $50,000 a month?
Something like that.
I mean,
but you know what's ironic is before it happened, I'll just mention this quickly. There was a party with Conan O'Brien.
Yep.
And at the party, they said that he was acting really strange, really weird, and there was even an argument between Rob and his son. So would that have led to it? Allegedly, right? We don't know. But
yeah. And also, now it's come out that Conan O'Brien prevented 911 from being called when Nick got into an argument with his father. So who knows? There'll be a trial. And what I didn't know is that I thought the death penalty was outlawed in California, but I've read that actually in some cases there can be a death penalty instigated. But this is a holiday show. What do I talk about death penalty for?
Why are we talking about that?
Because we're trying to keep up. This was very nostalgic in terms of Rob Reiner being a Norman Lear key player on All in the Family, of course. And by the way, I don't like what they did with the character of Meathead. They had him being a cheater to Gloria, and he appeared one final time in a 1-hour episode, a Thanksgiving episode of Archie Bunker's Place in season 1 of that program, November 1979.
Yeah.
And they split up. And then there was Gloria, the spinoff, another spinoff of All in the Family, along with Maude, and the Jefferson spun off of Maude. You know the history, but Gloria was a spinoff. It only lasted 1 year. And guess who was in the main cast along with Sally Struthers as Gloria? In Gloria, Burgess Meredith, the Penguin on Batman in the 1960s, and Mickey in the Rocky movies, the trainer.
Right.
Oh, man. What a great.
Yes.
And
let's see, just catching up, Joe's saying that Nick was in rehab 17 times. Wow. Wow. Stewie's saying they did everything they could to save their child, but to no avail. I agree. Joe says, can he call in?
In a little bit, yeah. I'm going to open the phone lines. Not quite yet. I want to do trivia. I'm waiting for Al Hardy to come on. He's supposed to join us. I haven't mentioned that yet. Let me text him.
We got to have Al's Place come in too. So
we'll start the trivia because I want Al to have a chance to answer some of these questions.
True. Keebler says, again, for TOS, the facts are allegedly, but don't put opinions that sounds like facts, please. Oh, okay.
She's looking out for me in case there's a lawsuit.
Right.
But
I know.
Everyone has. I mean, the investigators. Well, I'll just leave it at that. This is a holiday show. We covered it. I had to at least acknowledge that because I did a whole show on Norman Lear. It was hours and hours long, and man, I'm just so sad about Rob Reiner. I truly am. It's just the fact that he's dead, no matter what the cause of death was, is just devastating. But at least his work is immortal. The movies he directed, his acting work, et cetera, just really bad.
And thank you for reminding us, JP, that it was because later on,
the death penalty was abolished in California.
Passed away in prison. That was it. So
the comment is the death penalty was abolished in California in 1971. That's what saved Charles Manson. Well, thank God for that. Charles Manson got to live. He's dead now. Thank God. He's rotting in hell. If there is a hell, and I'm sure there is a heaven and a hell.
Well, I'm sure there's a hell somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, we were about to mention Anthony Geary, who played Luke in that wonderful General Hospital that my mom, one of her all-time favorite soap operas. And yes, you know where I was. I was there watching with millions as Luke and Laura, played by Jeannie Francis, got married in 1981. I was.
Let me get a picture. I'm going to throw a picture of Anthony up.
Okay.
Let's see here. No, go ahead. Continue. Anthony Geary. Yeah. All right. Now, I will say this. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Oh, no, you go ahead first, Chance.
No. I want you say what you will.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the fun fact. Did you know that Anthony Geary appeared in the one and only movie that Weird Al Yankovic did called UHF? I did not know this until a couple days ago. I was going through the research on Anthony, and I saw he's in the movie. He's in UHF. And I was like, which was a funny, odd movie for its time, but I didn't realize he was a part of it. Like I said, it took a couple days later. So that's a fun fact that he was in the only Weird Al Yankovic movie that he ever made, himself, UHF. So yeah, good fun fact. He was in, let's see if I can remember right. Okay, well, Anthony Geary appeared in over 1,900 episodes of General Hospital. He was the quintessential Luke, but also, don't forget, he also played his alternate twin brother in the soap opera, who was the evil Luke. So there was Luke and, good Luke and evil Luke, but thankfully it was good Luke that married Laura. So yeah.
But you know what? His character raped her before they got married. Did you know that? Isn't that sick?
I did know that. It was terrible. But I mean, back in we're talking, live soap opera audience, like not canned audience. It was live. So you had, So I mean, that was just really a subject that, for whatever all intents and purposes, had to be examined. And well, what do you think, Chance? Do you think they did it right, or if they did it wrong? Or I was really divided about it.
It's sick, is what it is. It's sick writing. I don't know why that was acceptable.
Then I don't know.
Certainly isn't acceptable now. Trying to find a clip. He was also in the $6 Million Man in a 1-hour episode titled, 2-hour episode. All the episodes, the regular episodes were 1 hour. A 2-hour episode of $6 Million Man in season 5 titled Lost Island. And he played an alien. And they worshipped, just like in many science fiction subplots where you have an alien race worshiping a device, like a satellite crashed and it causes mutation and he gets mutated. And do you know who Robin Matson is? She's an actress. She was a soap opera actress. She's in that episode.
She is. Okay.
And they put her in front of the machine and turn her into a mutant. And it's just a really weird makeup effect that they do for both Anthony Geary and Robin Matson. Robin Matson also played a character that Bo Duke almost married in the Dukes of Hazzard 2-hour episode titled Carnival of Thrills. But look up Robin Matson. She was absolutely beautiful. She acted in The Incredible Hulk back in the day and a couple guest spots. And she's just a gorgeous lady. But look up Anthony Geary. Let me find, I think I finally have a photo of him. I'm trying to find a photo of Anthony Geary in the $6 Million Man, but I'm not finding
Now, Robin Matson is Matson, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Matson, Robin Matson. I'm gonna try to find a picture of her too.
She has two. Yeah, she has 2 T's in that. And yes, she is still alive. She is 69 years old.
Damn, I can't find a picture. I can't believe there's not one on the internet of Anthony Geary and the $6 Million Man. Let me pull up Robin Matson though.
I've got Robin Matson on the IMDb page here. She was in a early movie in 1972 called Bonnie's Kids. Oh, that's an interesting one. She did. Let me put my glasses on. Oh my Lord, you had yours and I didn't have mine. Okay, so she did 3 different soap operas. She was Heather Weber in General Hospital for 367 episodes from 1980 to 2016. From 1994 to 2000, she was in 163 episodes as Janet Marlowe in All My Children. She also was in Island of the Lost, a movie from way back in 1967, as Lizzie McRae. And then she did the Santa Barbara soap opera series from 85 to 93, 1,045 episodes as Gina Timmons and Gina Capwell and Gina Lockridge. So... yes.
Trying to find a good picture of her from back in the day. She still looks good. I'm not an ageist pig, but she looked so beautiful back in the day. Let me look up something here.
Now there's an episode. It shows the back of her head, but she's with one of the guys that was in the Hardy Boys mysteries. And I forget the actor's name.
You're talking about Kirstie Alley's ex-husband. You're talking about, hang on a second. Yeah.
Parker Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
and
we go.
Sean Cassidy played the other Hardy Boy, of course.
Yes, Sean Cassidy, yes. Go ahead.
I'm trying to find a picture that does her justice. I think I found one, but she was just a really striking, good-looking lady.
Oh, yeah, there she is with Anthony Geary. Yes. Cool.
No, that's Laura.
No, that's Jeannie Francis.
Laura. No,
I'm
Jeannie
so
Francis.
sorry.
Okay, who is Jeannie Francis's husband in real life? Do you know that?
Do you want me to look it up? I can.
No, I'll just tell you. He
Go ahead.
plays Riker #1 in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh, William Frakes, of course.
Yes, they've been married for years. But let me just tell you a little bit about Luke and Laura. Now,
Right.
Anthony Geary. Okay, did you know that the Luke and Laura 2-part event on General Hospital Daytime got better ratings than the real life wedding that same year, 1981, of Prince Charles and Lady Diana?
Yes.
Fun fact.
It is.
But so there's Jeannie Francis in her heyday with Anthony Geary. Now let me just tell you a little bit about Anthony
Jonathan
Geary.
Frakes. I said William. Sorry about that, Joe. Thank you. Yes, Jonathan Frakes. Yes.
Hang on a second. What did you say?
I said William Frakes by mistake.
I make mistakes all the time.
Yeah, I do that too. But anyway, Joe, that's why Bobcat Joe Gutfeld is here to help us.
That's
so, yes,
right.
Jonathan Frakes. Thank you, sir.
I
And
didn't
you're
know
still married.
Anthony Geary was married to a man, and that's okay. He was gay. I didn't know that. But Anthony Geary was born as Tony Dean Geary on May 29th, 1947 in Colville, Utah.
Right.
Passed away on December 14th, 2025 at the age of 78 in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. He was abroad. So rest in peace to Anthony Geary. He made television history. The Luke and Laura was a total event. That whole year, 1981, that was the best year in the history of General Hospital, in my opinion. You had Elizabeth Taylor joining the cast.
Right.
You had Rick Springfield on there right before Jesse's Girl.
Jesse's Girl, right?
Of course, he'd already been in Battlestar Galactica back in September 17th, 1978 in the 3-hour event Battlestar Galactica. He played Apollo's ill-fated younger brother who got blown up by the Cylons.
Darn Cylons.
Flash forward to 1981, and he was on General Hospital before he launched a very successful music career, of course. And he's still on tour to this day in 2026.
Nice. Rick Springfield. Yeah. Wonderful guy. By your command. Yeah, exactly.
Now here's
Cylons, man. Gotta love him.
There's Robin Matson. Sorry,
There's Robin. Okay.
A picture of Robin Matson on the screen. Nice. Who was in a ton of soap operas. She even did a stint on Days of Our Lives about 10 years ago, 11 years ago. But she did so many soap operas. Beautiful, beautiful lady. I loved her eyes. So that's what Robin Matson looked like. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
And it says here that Joe is saying to us that Jeannie Francis and Jonathan Frakes both co-starred in the American Civil War TV miniseries North and South. Yes, they did. The beginning of that storyline, Luke. In the beginning of their storyline, that's where you said that Luke did the thing to Laura badly. Yes,
I didn't know she's also a chef. Joe says in the comments.
Also a chef, but I thought, okay, he's saying that Robin's character in All My Children was a different person. I have it here as Janet Marlowe. That's what I have. But she did Janet Marlowe, like I said, for 163 episodes. From 1994 to 2000. So maybe Joe knows that she played another character, but that was one of them that she played. So, yeah. For sparkling conspiracy theories surrounding the Reiner thing.
Getting caught up on putting the comments on the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Stevie Griffin fan, 1986 says soaps aren't as popular as they used to be. The debut of CBS's Beyond the Gates earlier this year brought the genre back in a whole new way. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. I have some personal information about that show that I'm a professional. Can't say.
He's got a non-disclosure agreement.
I love that show. I love the writing on that show. The actors are great.
I honor that. I tell you, I do. Yes.
I'm a soap opera guy. I always love nighttime soaps, going back to Dallas on CBS. Oh my God, that lasted from 1978 to 2014, if you include the TNT revival on TNT Turner Network.
There's actually, speaking about Christmas related, I believe there was a Christmas episode on Dynasty, which I really enjoyed.
Which I call Dynasty as a joke.
Dynasty. Yeah. But I used to watch some of those night ones like Dallas, Falcon Crest, Knots Landing. There was some great night stuff. And
of course, ripped off Dallas, though. They all did. Yeah. They ripped off Dallas, basically.
They basically did.
Go ahead and finish your thought. I keep interrupting you. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm fine. No, I'm done. I was just saying that those were just 3 episodes. But like I said, when it came to soap operas, I was a very little kid with my mom. You know, I was just born and whatever in San Francisco before we moved. And our favorite one together we shared was Dark Shadows with Jonathan Frid playing Barnabas Collins. Just fantastic. Great show. The one I grew up on when I was a teenager was The Bold and the Beautiful with the man who played Ridge. And I watched that for 2 seasons, and I was like,
those are our stories. That's what a lot of people refer to soap operas. They're my stories, dear.
Those
right,
my stories. Yeah.
Here's a little clip from Dallas, the finale, 20 seconds long.
13 historic years, J.R. Ewing has double-crossed his friends, betrayed his family, and destroyed his enemies. May 3rd, it'll all be over. It's JR's Judgment Day. Dallas, trust us, it ends with a bang.
Nice. That was great.
Bang! Yeah.
Bang!
Another clip too loaded up for Dallas, I hope. I just love Dallas. Have them all on DVD. Oh, I can't show you behind me because I have my...
and do you remember what we talked about before? Barbara Eden did show up on Dallas. Yes. Her former partner, Larry Hagman from I Dream of Jeannie, allowed her to do a few episodes with him. And so they brought them back together. That was great. I like those episodes.
Same here. That was towards the end of the run. And she played a very tough businesswoman. She really took on JR. She was a good nemesis for J.R. Ewing.
She did. She still looked good then.
And I like the I Dream of Jeannie reunion movies. It started in 1985, and what sucked was about that first reunion movie, I Still Dream of Jeannie,
right?
Is Larry Hagman couldn't do it or wouldn't do it. Right. He had Wayne Rogers playing Major Anthony Nelson in the U.S. Air Force. And of course,
Wayne Rogers was the first one, was the partner of Hawkeye Pierce, played by Alan Alda, in the first couple seasons of MASH.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. Great minds. That's exactly right. Wayne Rogers. Financial after his acting career, Wayne Rogers was a financial advisor, and he was on Fox Business and I think CNBC before that. He was a financial advisor on a big national level with a big national worldwide footprint in that capacity. So.
Joe asked us a great question, so I'll let you answer first and I'll answer mine. He says, what is your favorite Christmas-themed TV episode?
Why don't you go first? I have so many. I mean, it's hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
It's like Lay's potato chips. You can't eat just one. Well, I can eat just one.
I'm trying to think.
All right, I'm going to say one that's memorable. I've mentioned this every doggone year, but there's two, and these no one will pick these, right? Is he talking about like a TV show with a Christmas theme or a special? I can't see the comment.
It says, what is your favorite Christmas-themed TV episode?
All right, good.
Now I know All in the Family did have a Christmas show.
Several. They had a couple of them.
Several.
Draft Dodger.
So those were always good. They
had one that was controversial with the Draft Dodger. I think the episode is titled Draft Dodger, where he comes to dinner with the Bunkers, and Archie Bunker
with the knowledge.
Archie Bunker says GD.
Right.
And I'm not going to say the word, but it cleared the censors on CBS at that time. But that was one of a couple. There were a few Christmas themed All in the Family episodes, but that's certainly memorable.
Yeah. The other one that stands out in my mind is from MASH, as we just mentioned, MASH. Their Christmas episode. Now remember, this is during the Korean War, so they had to have a makeshift celebration with a tree and all this stuff, and it was really done well. And one of my favorite Christmas episodes of shows was definitely MASH, when they had a Christmas setting. And then, of course, the bombs were dropping. They went into the operation room. It was just the whole scheme, but it was good.
I'm going to answer that question with a clip, but before I get there, because I'm going to do a segue, I'm going to mention my character actor of the week, who's also a crooner. And that'll segue into one of my favorite Christmas-themed TV shows and plots. Right. But I want to talk about a couple real quickly that are preposterous. I mentioned this in detail last year, and I showed clips of these. That was one of my favorite Christmas shows I ever did, was last year's Nostalgic Podblast Christmas 2024. if you want to see the clips, but I'll just mention, I liked the 8 is Enough 2-hour special. It had Will Greer, who played Grandpa on the Waltons. He played a thief that rips off the Bradford family. 8 is Enough was a show lasted 5 seasons. And by the way, that show launched Ralph Macchio's career years before The Karate Kid. He was in season 5. He was like the cousin Oliver of 8 is Enough. But I love that Christmas episode, the 2-hour special of 8 is Enough in season 2 of that program, because it tied together the death of Mrs. Bradford, played by Diana Hyland. The real actress Diana Hyland died of cancer allegedly in John Travolta's arms in real life. And she was in season 1 of 8 is Enough, which was a winter replacement show. So there's only a handful of season 1 episodes of 8 is Enough, which featured Diana Hyland. So the Christmas episode, Tommy Bradford, played by Willie Ames, finds a wrapped present from his mother hidden away in a cupboard in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to open it. And it's really an emotional scene when he finally opens it up, and he's very disillusioned about Christmas because of the death of his mother. And it had that subplot. And the 8 is Enough was a drama and comedy, and it had a terrible laugh track. But I loved the cast as a kid watching that show. I had a crush on pretty much all the women, like the sisters.
After we lost Highland, wasn't it Betty Buckley that came after that, right?
Very good. Yes. Broadway star. And she, in retrospect, was never proud of being on that show, and she didn't want to do the reunion movies. Mary Fran replaced her in the 1987 It Is Enough reunion movie. But yes, you're right. Betty Buckley, who was also in Carrie, the movie Carrie, she played the
she played the teacher that tried to assuage her, and oh man, she died a terrible death. Sorry.
Oh, in the movie. Yeah,
the original movie. We own them. We own them both. We have the Sissy Spacek original, and then we know there was a sequel, but we haven't been able to find it. But there was a reboot with Chloe Grace Moretz, and Julianne Moore plays her mom in that one. And and Piper Laurie in the first one.
But Betty Buckley, what was her character in 8 is Enough before she married Tom Bradford? Now, by the way, I didn't mention this. 8 is Enough. It debuted the same night as Three's Company, way back in March of 1977. Right. Fun fact. 8 is Enough, and then Three's Company right after. What a night for classic TV history, right? But all right, Betty Buckley's character, Abby. How did she come to meet Tom Bradford, whom she later married on the show? You remember?
I'll let the chat answer this one. Let's do it as a trivia question.
We've gone an hour, haven't even really touched Christmas or holiday season, the theme of this show. She was the tutor to Tommy.
The tutor.
School tutor.
Very cool.
And she showed up in her classic car. The 8 is Enough TV show was based on a book by Thomas Braden, who was the real life editor of a newspaper. He was in charge of a major newspaper in Sacramento, California.
Nice.
And he wrote a book about his family, and so it got picked up as a television show, and the rest is history. I love that show.
Very cool.
And who else in the cast was Lonnie O'Grady? Do you know who her older brother was? Lonnie O'Grady. She played Mary Bradford, the eldest daughter, who was studying to become a doctor on the show. Her character.
Right.
O'Grady. Don O'Grady from My Three Sons, singer, actor.
Which, by the way, also featured Stanley Livingston, who I believe is still alive, right?
I can't talk about. I have a personal connection to him that I can't talk about on the air, but yeah.
Okay.
And his real life brother, of course, played Ernie with the glasses. His younger brother, Barry
Livingston, yes,
was on the show. But of course,
very cool.
Stanley was the only actor that lasted the whole run, because you had Michael Constantine playing the eldest son, Mike, who left the show in the first Color episode. He got married to Meredith.
Now Keebler has corrected you. She said you are only 30 minutes in, Chance, not an hour. So you're okay.
My clock says 1 hour 59. My clock says 59 minutes, ma'am. She's my power mod. I don't want to argue with my power mod.
Don't argue with Keebler. Let her.
I'm not going to argue. All right. Well,
let her guide us.
All right. So favorite holiday. So that was that to answer Joe. That we got on this tangent about 8 is Enough, answering our listener and friend in the chat, Joe Gutfeld of New York State's question. My other one is Chips, an episode titled Christmas Watch from season 3 of Chips on NBC.
Oh, very good. Yes.
And it covered a subplot about these a terrible couple, a man and a woman that's robbing homes at Christmas time.
Yeah.
And they get caught at the end, thank goodness, the thieves. And Pamela Susan Shoop plays the female thief. And she breaks down and cries. Now, who's Pamela Susan Shoop? You ever see Halloween 2? She was the girl that got killed in the hot tub by Michael Myers. And she did a lot of notable television roles, especially in the Glenn A. Larson shows like Fall Guy and Knight Rider. She was in the Incredible Hulk, Terror in Times Square on CBS, which was the first regular episode in production order ever produced for the Incredible Hulk after the 2 TV movies, I might add. But Pamela Susan Shoop, she played the daughter of the guy that owned the arcade. Anyway, anyone that knows the Incredible Hulk know I'm talking about. Well, anyway, Pamela Susan Shoop plays the female thief in Chip's Christmas Watch. She does this acting where she breaks down and cries a little bit, and it always just tickles me. Not because it's a bad performance, just because it's weird. And her boyfriend is robbing houses supposedly because he was always poor and he never got what he wanted at Christmas, and he always wanted an airplane, a model airplane. Right. So when they get caught at the end of the episode, she looks over and sees her man looking at an airplane, a toy airplane in the house that they robbed. And she goes, he always wanted an airplane. And I just get tickled by the way she delivers that line. I don't know, always have. All right.
Yeah.
So let's
anyway, I want to get to Joe here. So where you say my favorite Christmas themed TV episode is the Voice of Christmas episode of the Brady Bunch, is what he mentioned. And of course, Stewie Griffin gave us some for your, an FYI. The Simpsons 3 days ago, back on December 17th, 1989, with the holiday special debut of Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire. And then he says the original pilot, Some Enchanted Evening, was delayed due to animation problems. That's correct.
Great. Now, correction from Stevie. Thank you, Stevie. I said it was Mike Considine. It was Tim Considine who played Mike,
Considine,
the eldest son. Now, he left in the first Color episode, married off to Meredith McRae's character in the first CBS episode. It began on ABC and went to CBS.
Let's get married.
And then you had Don Grady leaving the show. And so really Stanley Livingston was the only one, because Barry joined later in the show, I think in season 3 or 4 of the black and white episodes on ABC. And then the family adopted him. The Douglas family adopted his character. So really Stanley's the only one that was on all 12 seasons of My Three Sons, the only son. Yep. Played little Chip Douglas on that show.
Yeah. Now Keebler says that's because the timer started when you were supposed to start, not when you went live. Okay. That's why she's saying it was a half an hour.
I got to dispute that, Keebler. I don't, because when I hit live is when I see an hour, 26 minutes. I got to dispute that, dear, because it's 6:52, and I know I started around 5:50.
Yeah, don't forget, Natalie, we are on the same Eastern Coast time here. Even though he's down there in Atlanta, I'm up here in Toronto. So
I love Keebler, but I mean, I know I'm gone over an hour. I know what I know.
Well,
30 minutes.
You know what? She runs a tight ship. So we love you. We love you, Nat.
She does. There's the comment you just read. I'm gonna put Stevie's comment on the screen.
Got that. Thank you.
Now Bob says my favorite. Did you already read this one there, Mike?
I did. Yes, I did. Voice of Christmas episode. Yes.
That's where the Christmas Brady Bunch episode is Bob's, as you've already read, and that's the one where Carol sings. Florence Henderson sings.
Yeah, she actually does. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she's very talented. Yeah, she did a lot.
JP, did you read this one yet?
No, not yet. Best sitcom Christmas episode was Happy Days in late 1974, where Fonzie kept saying he was going to Waukesha.
That was season 2 of Happy Days. Yeah. Season 2. That was the last time they filmed the show, because Happy Days seasons 1 and 2 were filmed on film, not before a live studio audience. Later, they were filmed before a live studio audience starting in the 3rd season, the 1975 to 1976 season. And little trivia, everybody knows this. Our audience is very educated. What show was Happy Days spun off from? It was an anthology show similar to The Love Boat. But what TV show did Happy Days spin off from? Do you know, Mike?
Love American Style?
You got it, brother. Love and the Television Set. Love and the Television Set specifically was the skit.
Because I was old enough to remember, even like I was like, 7, 8, 9 years old, and you watch Love American Style, truly with the red, white, and blue.
Who sang that song? That was a pop song. Who sang that song, Love American Style? Which band?
Oh,
The Cowsills. They're still on.
Yes, the Cowbells.
Cowsills.
The
Cowsills sang Love American Style.
They
and I don't know for the life of me why Love American Style is not streaming on Paramount Plus. They streamed The Love Boat.
There you go, JP.
It was originally an hour-long show, and there were a lot of Christmas skits on Love American Style, by the way, I might add. But here's a little bit of the history. So Love on the television set, which was renamed Love and the Happy Days in syndication, but originally on ABC. It aired Friday night, Love American Style did, along with the Partridge Family and the Brady Bunch. It was a great night of TV. Room 222, I love that show. Only seasons 1 and 2 were released on DVD of Room 222 of the 5 seasons. That's a great show. Another great show, Room 222.
Anyway, I won't read this what Nat says, but yes, we are moving on. Don't worry, we're going to get to some trivia now.
Well,
we just don't need to read everything I say, and I'm like, I know that. I know. I'm learning. I'm still learning.
Al, get your ass up here. Where are you, Al Hardy? I know you're probably watching. All right, I'm stalling for Al Hardy to come on before I start trivia. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start talking about our character actor of the week. I haven't done this in quite a while, so let's just say the character actor spotlight.
All right.
Who do you think it's going to be? It's someone I talked about in our rehearsal.
Or a rehearsal stream we did last week, right?
Last week we did a rehearsal stream.
Mm-hmm. I hope
this guy's 85 years young.
85.
He's 85. He was born September 18th, 1940 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm going to reveal now in a video clip who I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
Here he is.
And I knocked on the door, and I said, is Al Martino in there? And they said, yeah. I said, I'd like to play my trumpet for him. So the guy's name was Silvio from the neighborhood. He said, where are you from? I said, I'm from the neighborhood here. He said, come on in. So the party was happening. They were eating and sausages and meatballs and this and wine and all this stuff, and I took out my horn. I took out my horn and put my mouthpiece in. I started to play. And it was like an old movie. They stopped. And I finished, and they applauded. And Al Martino said to this fellow, Silvio, who is this kid? He said, I don't know. He's from the neighborhood. So they came over to me. He said, what's your name? I said, my name is Frank Avalon. That's my real name. He said, get his mother and father, ask them if we could take him to New York. I think he's just terrific. I'll have him audition for this agency, which was the top agency called GAC. He said, okay, talked to my mom and dad. They drove me in, and I auditioned. I took out my horn, this agent, Jack Sobel was his name, and I took out my horn and I started to play. And after he applauded, he said, I got a great idea. We handled Jackie Gleason. He's right up the street. He's got a penthouse at the Sheraton Hotel. Let's have the kid play for him. So I go with them, and I walk into this place, this beautiful penthouse, and the director was there, the writers were there, the producer was there. I take out my horn, and I start to play. Through the corner of my eye, I see Gleason on the second level on the balcony there. I finish the song. They applaud. Gleason says, write a show. I want them on in 2 weeks. And that's how I got my first shot.
How about that?
Wow, Frankie Avalon, 85 years young.
Now we're going to play that clip of his very first appearance. He had just turned 13 years of age about 2 months prior. As I said, he was born September 18th, 1940 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This was December 20.
This was the clip that we did in the rehearsal.
This is December 20th, 1952, live from New York on the Jackie Gleason show, performing.
The Honeymooners, right.
Right, a Honeymooners skit, a Christmas skit titled Honeymooners Christmas Party. Let's watch the debut of Frankie Avalon right now.
Hey, girls. Yeah. I was upstairs looking out the window. I seen two guys shoving a dead horse into a truck.
They were just here to fix the television.
They found a dead horse in the television?
Yeah, stupid. He was killed on a Gene Autry picture.
Look, Trixie, I don't want to hit you on Christmas, but... Oh, come on in, kid. Come on in.
Are you ready?
All set and ready to go.
Where are you going?
To This is Frankie Avalon. I'm taking him down to Joe the bartender's. He's a terrific trumpet player.
Pretty good, huh?
I said terrific. Oh, Frankie, this is my good neighbor and friend, Mrs. Cramden.
Hi, Frankie.
This is my wife, Trixie.
Hi.
Oh, wait till you hear this kid. Hey, give us a number now, Frankie. Come on out. Wait till you hear it.
Wonderful. Oh, you sure are. Kid, you're ready for the big time.
You hear that, Frankie? And coming from my wife, boy, that's a compliment. She knows. She wants to do the bit part in the John Bowles movie. As soon as I polish him off, you know, take off the rough edges, he'll be ready for the big time. Well, let's go. We're going down to Joe the bartender's. We'll see you later, girls. Let's go, Frankie.
Okay, Ed.
There he goes. And that is television history. That's the first appearance of Frankie Avalon. So I'm going to play now another clip. It's going to segue into back to holiday and Christmas vibes. Trust me. But now here is another thing that he did. This is a 1961 movie. Okay. And he's singing the title song here. I'm going to play. What movie do you think it is? It also became a very successful television show based on this movie. But let's watch and listen to, for the listeners, Frankie Avalon singing the title track to Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the motion picture.
Come with me, come with me on a voyage to the bottom of the sea. In a sea of blue-green, we will find love at the bottom of the sea. Unbelievable, inconceivable, fantastic it will seem, but we'll be the first, the very first, to live such a strange new dream. There will be lust and free on our voyage to the bottom of the sea. On our voyage to the bottom of the sea.
All right, we're back. The stream went down, but it'll be back on temporarily. I guess that clip was a little too much. The crazy thing is I tested that clip and it was okay according to the YouTube copyright.
Right.
But I guess when I'm live, it's not okay. But we are back. So that was Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the motion picture.
Yes.
And I'll just mention that the movie was released on July 12th, 1961 by 20th Century Fox. It had a budget of $1,580,000, but it earned $7 million at the box office. So it was a tremendous success. Tremendous success at the box office.
Stream went down. Oh, weird.
And the cast was directed by Irwin Allen, of course, written by Irwin Allen and Charles Bennett. And the cast included Walter Pidgeon, who played the Admiral Nelson, Joan Fontaine, Barbara Eden, whom we mentioned earlier, who later would star in Idri Magini, her husband at the time, Michael Ansara.
Right.
And you had Frankie Avalon playing his trumpet in the film.
Yes.
And Peter Lorre. Peter Lorre was in the cast, and Robert Sterling. So it was an all-star cast. It was a great film. And in the plot, the Earth is threatened by the Van Allen belt. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, so now there is one. There's a couple fun facts. First of all, David Hedison, who would later play Felix Leiter in 2 James Bond films, was in the TV series, but he was not in the film.
That's right.
He was not in the original film, but he did appear later on in the Irwin Allen TV series based on the movie.
Yes.
Which is a good fun fact. The other two things, Bill Nye, who worked the makeup, I was just looking at some of the credits, and I recognized Bill Nye's name there. Bill Nye worked on the makeup for the original Star Trek series, TOS.
That's right.
He was one of those makeup guys that worked. And the guy who is working on the effects in this film, L.B. Abbott, he came over from Walt Disney, just specifically for this. Yeah. So I was just like, that was fantastic. Yeah, photographic effects. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're back up. I knew we were. I could hear because I have a monitor in the other room. Yeah. That's the crazy thing. Sometimes there's different rules on YouTube for live streaming versus videos. Because I tested all these clips to make sure it was okay, and it was clear. So anyway, what are you gonna do?
It looks clear to me. I mean, I was watching it with you, and the opening, and JP says that the 5 people were watching, and then YouTube just suspended.
I know.
Chance for playing that song. I cannot stand YouTube. YouTube. I'm only going to say this once because it is Christmas. I don't want to upset anybody. But YouTube does have a two-face on a lot of issues. They really do. I won't say how, but the thing is, they do. And, you gotta be careful, right? I mean, I have a friend, I won't say his name, but I have a very good friend, a very good source who is trying to eliminate completely censorship all across the board with a special project he's working on, and he's almost there. He is almost done. So,
okay, great. But getting back on track, I want to mention that there was a television show, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, that I referenced, and it debuted on ABC on September 24th, 1964, and it ended its 4-season run on September 15th, 1968, and that was a rerun. And then you had Richard Basehart as Admiral Nelson.
Yes, Richard, yes.
And Richard,
the other actor.
Richard played the guy who transformed the face of Michael Knight in the show Knight Rider in the pilot, and he was on camera, and his character was killed in that show. But anyway, he also was a narrator for Knight Rider, Richard Basehart. Let's look at a clip of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the television show, And let's see if the YouTube bots will let me play this. It was cleared before, and this is going to tie back into Christmas.
Right.
Let's check this out. Here is the TV series, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. And the theme was by Paul Sautel, and I just love this theme. And then we'll get to the Christmas trivia.
This is the Sea View, the most extraordinary submarine in all the 7 seas. Its public image is that of an instrument of marine research. In actuality, it is the mightiest weapon afloat and is secretly assigned to the most dangerous missions against the enemies of mankind.
This is the captain. The mission we're on is top secret. All I can tell you at this time is that there are forces who are determined to stop us. They haven't succeeded yet. And to make sure they don't, Seaview is now on war alert.
How about that? Hey, Al.
Hi, Al.
Hey,
Merry
man.
Christmas, brother.
I thought you were doing Christmas, and I'm seeing Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
You'll find out why, because I talked about the character actor highlight, who's a crooner, Frankie Avalon. He was in the movie Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Right.
So I played the opening.
Well, no, I like the series. I mean, I like the series Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Oh, yeah, I love the series. And, well, my dad loved the movie. My mom and dad loved the movie, so they got to see it in theater.
I used to watch it every week on ABC. I have the first season on DVD, but that's it.
Oh,
Happy holidays, Al.
What?
Happy holidays to you, sir. Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Hey, but before we get back to Christmas, I'm going to play a 40-second clip. This is my favorite opening to Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the TV show.
Okay.
Let's watch it right now.
All right.
Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Starring Richard Basehart. And David Hedison. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
There we
Now,
go.
What was the name of that flying sub?
The Sea View.
The flying submarine.
Oh, the flying sub. I don't know.
The submarine was the Seaview.
Yeah, that's right. I don't remember.
It was just that, the flying sub.
The flying saucer.
The flying sub was called the flying sub.
Yeah, the flying sub. And Nat has reminded us, remember, go follow and ring that bell. You know, where you can be a member to the Chance Acting Demo page there on YouTube.
I guess we should talk about trivia, because that's why I was waiting to do that for Al to join us so he could play along. Got some Christmas trivia and holiday trivia. Before I do,
I haven't been watching, so I don't know what you've really talked about. Did you talk about?
We talked about the loss of Anthony Geary. We kind of covered things that were not really that Christmassy or holiday-ish. We talked about Gil Gerard dying, Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Did you talk about Christmas movies? Did you talk about anything?
We were just actually. I wanted to start the Christmas movies by saying and asking you guys. We talked about this in the rehearsal last week.
Right.
Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas film or is it an action film with a Christmas theme?
It's a Christmas film when you hear, the song on the end credits. That's the only time it's a Christmas movie.
That's true.
Well, it's not. I
think you're
consider
right,
it an
Alex.
action movie
You're right.
with a Christmas plot. And did you hear? I don't know if this was true. I saw on my Instagram feed that Macaulay Culkin is in the not a Christmas movie camp.
Oh.
Right.
He released a statement. Macaulay Culkin, who of course starred in the franchise
Home Alone.
Home Alone, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what movie was released on this day?
What was it, Al?
In 1946 at the Globe Theater in New York.
What was it?
I know, and it's part of my trivia. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
Yay!
It's a
With the
Wonderful
great
Life.
Jimmy Stewart. Yes.
And it's on NBC every Christmas, including this year. That movie has survived. That tradition continues to this day.
Well, that movie fell into the public domain for a long time, and then the copyrights got renewed.
Yeah.
Right. Bob, Joe Gutfeld's wishing you Merry Christmas, Al.
Well, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
And he also says his favorite Christmas movie is Miracle on 34th Street.
Right.
Well, that's a
And
good
Natalie
one.
Wood, and JP said earlier his favorite song, "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer" by Elmo and Patsy. So,
Well, a lot of people think that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a Christmas movie. Maybe it is, but it's a Thanksgiving movie, really.
that's true. With that's the one with John Candy and Steve
Yes.
Martin, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean that
It's a
does
Thanksgiving
seem more like a
movie.
Thanksgiving.
It's
True.
a Thanksgiving
I
movie.
guess you
It's
could
not a
call it just a holiday movie,
It's a
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
right.
movie. There's not many of those. Hey, look, Bobcat also says It's a Wonderful Life is so overrated. Shots fired! Shots fired!
Let's hear it. Okay,
I've-
wait. Okay,
I've seen
I
it.
have a perfect trivia question. Okay,
What?
from It's a Wonderful Life, name the actor who appeared before this in Little Rascals and appears in the film of It's a Wonderful Life. The actual name of the actor.
I know, but I'm exempt from playing. 'cause
Well, I can see his face, but I can't think of his name.
I know it, but it was the pool scene. That's a clue. It was where it opened up and they fell in the pool, and he was one of the guys responsible. One of the rascals, Little Rascals.
Was it Alfalfa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it on the first guess there, buddy. Alfalfa Schweitzer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a Wonderful Life is a prolific TV producer, Sheldon Leonard, who
Right.
did the Andy Griffith Show. He did the Danny Thomas Show, which spun off the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh, yeah.
Overpile
Didn't he also do I
USMC.
Dream of Jeannie? The one we just mentioned, Sheldon Leonard?
No, he had
Oh,
no
he didn't
part of
do
that.
that one?
You're thinking of Sidney Sheldon.
I'm saying Cindy Sheldon. Okay.
Yeah.
You think that-
You're thinking of Sidney Sheldon. That's
But
I know I was thinking Cindy Sheldon. Right.
But when the movie was in the public domain, they had
Yes,
like
thank
bootleg
you.
copies going around on
Thank you.
VHS tape and beta. You could get it, but they renewed the copyrights, I think, about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get back on track now. But for you, Al, Joe Gutfeld had asked, "What's your favorite TV show theme for Christmas? Like a TV, not a special, but like what's your favorite plot of a television show that was Christmas related?" So be
We've
thinking.
already said ours. Yeah, we've already said.
Now, I'm going to play a clip while you think. I'm going to play one of my favorites. Is Before My Time. It was from the year that JFK was killed, from 1963, Christmas 1963. He, of course, was killed on November 22nd, 1963.
That's a good question. Didn't MASH have a TV episode?
Yeah. That's what Mikey's was. His favorite is the MASH.
I remember
My
that.
favorite Christmas episode ever.
I
was
like that
from
episode.
MASH.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just quickly. I'm going to reveal one of mine. It's Before My Time. I discovered this one on Nick at Night. Here's a clip. Hopefully the stream won't go down again. It went down when I played the Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea Frankie Avalon song, which I got from the opening credits of the movie.
Well, I've got that song on a 45 by Frankie
I
Avalon.
do too. I do too. I don't know why I just talk like a hillbilly. I do too.
Yeah.
But I can't understand why they struck you for it, because
you got
told me
that
it's so
45. You
backstage.
bought that 45 after you saw that I had it. Remember?
I did off eBay. That's
because
correct.
we did a show from over here for Christmas, or we did a Voice to the Bottom of the Sea, and I had the 45. Mine's a promo copy from the radio station.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to play now. Hey, Al, I got you solo right now, so we can see your fabulous home studio a little bit better.
Yeah, his studio is totally cool. He's
by the
got
way,
the recording button, the recording sign right back there. Very cool. Yeah, all good.
What clip are you going to play?
Okay,
Yeah.
this is one of my favorite Christmas-themed TV shows in answer to listener Joe.
All right.
And I discovered this on Nick at Night a long time ago. It aired in 1963 on Christmas Eve, 1963, originally on ABC TV on a Wednesday night.
Well, is Nick at Night still a thing? Is it still around?
No.
Oh no, they've been gone for a while. Yeah.
TV Land still is, and that spurned from Nick at Night on Nickelodeon.
Right.
But TV Land is still around, but Nick at Night is a thing of the past. And you have Me TV, which sort of picked up where Nick at Night left off.
Nick at Night, what kind of went downhill, you know?
Well, Nick at Night, what I liked is they would not talk over the end credits of TV shows, and that's something Me TV, a tradition that Me TV still honors, unlike Antenna TV, which crunches the end credits and starts the start.
They crunch it down and they start showing a scene from the next show.
That's correct. Now, here is from Christmas Eve, 1963. I have this on 16 millimeter film. Here's a clip of one of my favorite Christmas themed shows. Sorry about the visual quality, but listeners, the audio is impeccable. Here it is.
Get someone else to water your wallflowers.
Look, here's one of Kathy's presents for Uncle Kenneth. It's from Africa. Gee, it's going to be exciting having Uncle Kenneth here for Christmas. Can we all go to the airport with Kathy to meet him?
Of course. Hey, where is Kathy?
In her room, wrapping more presents for her father.
Christmas Eve will be here tomorrow. Monday the banks will let me borrow.
Will you please help me out of this? Certainly, brother dear. Thank you, sister dear.
Brother dear and sister dear. Those are the first civilized words they've exchanged since last Christmas.
Would you see if there's another string of lights in the basement, Ross?
Certainly, mother dear. Wouldn't it be great if we had Christmas every day?
I'd be bankrupt by February 1st.
Here are some more presents to go into the tree, Aunt Natalie. All those?
You must have spent next year's allowance on gifts for your father.
I may have to float alone. I simply can't believe Father will be here tomorrow. It's been almost a year since I've seen him. I think this is the happiest Christmas of my whole life. I hope it's not another one.
J.R. Martin, if you are masquerading as Santa Claus, you have no talent for it. It calls for a long white beard and a red suit.
Well, I know.
Then why are you hiding behind that scraggly bush?
I'm not hiding.
He was pretending to be my father.
Nonsense. There isn't the faintest resemblance. Couldn't fool a goat.
Well, you'd be surprised at what we used to get away with, Johnny.
Kenneth, I heard you had come back. I didn't believe it.
Well, you know I lead a charmed life.
I couldn't believe you had nerve enough to face me. I came here to find out for myself.
Didn't you get my cable?
If you mean the one from Brussels, no.
Brussels?
Where you were assigned to cover the trade conference.
Let's discuss this later, J.R.
You mean to say you haven't told him yet?
Told me what?
JR, in 60 seconds, it's going to be Christmas.
I'm not responsible for that. Martin has something to tell you.
You're going to give Father a bonus. I don't think so.
Tell him, Martin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ken, but you're fired. Fired?
You can't fire him. It's Christmas.
So it is. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Did you hear that? That's
What a
terrible.
Scrooge.
Imagine firing someone on Christmas. He wouldn't do that. Or would he? Is J.R. Castle going to turn out to be the rat of the Western world? Tune in next week and we'll all find out. Bye. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, has been brought to you by Rec.
You know, that John MacGyver is a great stodgy actor, isn't he?
I had asked, my mic was muted, but I asked a trivia question. Who is that actor playing that bald guy playing J.R. Castle, and you answered it. I don't know if you could even hear me, Al. That was great. Great time.
Yeah, John MacGyver. He was in a movie with Jimmy Stewart. It was one of my favorite movies called Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation, and he was a bird watcher.
Nice.
You remember that movie, Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation?
Yeah, and
he was the only character actor. Yeah,
that's the only. He was a great character actor. That's J.R. Castle, but long before there was J.R. Ewing on Dallas. That was another J.R. bad guy.
Yeah. I always liked it.
Was that the only time? that William Shallert, was two William Shallerts that played two opposite?
No, he's in the pilot as well. The unaired and the aired version of the pilot. The aired version aired as the 36th episode of season 1, titled "The Cousins," and the unaired version had a different actor. You know what? Take that back. He was not in the unaired version because William Shallert was cast after Mark Miller. Mark Miller, an actor, played Martin Lane in the pilot.
Right.
And you had a different actor playing Ross, Patty's younger brother Ross. There was a different actor playing him in the unaired pilot. It was Michael O'Keefe who played Ross in the aired Patty Duke show, and he's still alive. He's one of the few cast members that's still alive of the original show.
Nice.
Yeah, Joe says he likes my toy soldier. See this behind me?
Yeah, the toy soldier in the back. Yes.
Well, actually, it's from a set. I've got the toy soldier. I've got other ones, and I've got a Santa Claus. That's from the 60s. That's old. It's from the.
That's cool. One of my all-time favorite Christmas plays or live performances is the Nutcracker. It is still one of my all-time favorites.
Hey, that may come up in trivia now. Look at my Christmas tie. I don't know if you can see
nice.
it.
Joe, do you like Al? Do you like my and to Joe too? Everybody, do you like my Christmas? This came from Suzanne. She bought this for me for Christmas.
Let your beard grow a little more, and you could be Santa Claus
next year. Yeah. Well, when we do 2026, I can be Santa Claus and go, ho, ho, ho.
There was another Christmas TV show that we actually talked about at one time. It was the Christmas show from the Honeymooners.
Yeah, yes. I played a clip of one of the live Honeymooners Christmas party.
In other words, and at the end, he stepped out. They wished everybody a Merry Christmas at the end of the show.
Yeah, they broke the fourth wall. That's in the classic 39. Correct. That episode that's based on the live. They did it as a live skit starting in 1951 with Pert Kelton as Alice. Before there was even Audrey Meadows as Alice. And it was called Christmas Party. Then they did it in 1952. I played a clip of a piece of that. It was like basically a 1-hour sketch from Christmas 1952. Frankie Avalon's big break. He was only 13 years of age for about a month and a half when he performed that live. That was his first breakout role. He didn't even look the same as a young person. He looked completely different to me.
That was kind of cool, though, seeing Patty Duke break the fourth wall.
Oh yeah. And there's on my film, there's more to that. Like that's from the DVD, I guess. I got it from someone on YouTube. But
didn't you have the film over here one time?
I did. I've got both parts. That's the only two-parter of the Patty Duke Show. But there's a voiceover that says the Patty Duke Show has been brought to you by, and you see a little bit more of the scene. And for some reason on DVD, they cut that out. I don't know why, because there was no sponsor's message. It was a sponsor's voiceover.
Right.
But you didn't actually hear so I don't know, whoever put together the DVDs for MGM, now owned by Amazon, kind of screwed up, in my opinion. They should have left that in.
Yeah. Joseph mentions that his favorite act is the Radio City Rockettes March of the Wooden Soldiers. Yes, when they were all dressed up as wooden soldiers. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful from the Nutcracker. Yeah.
I got another clip. I played the beginning of this by mistake. This ties into Frankie Avalon. I just want to quickly mention, then I'll stop talking about Patty Duke. We'll get to the trivia and we'll get to the karaoke. I have 2 more songs we're going to do karaoke, Christmas karaoke. But Frankie Avalon appeared twice in the Patty Duke Show. And the funny thing is, I've never mentioned this, he was in a fantasy of both Kathy and Patty Lane. The first time he was on was in a season 1 episode. It was the first episode shot after the pilot. But in production order, ABC aired it on December 4th, 1963 as the 12th episode in production order. But it was really the first one shot in New York City after ABC picked it up as a series. And this is a quick clip of Frankie Avalon in a fantasy of Kathy Lane's. Let's watch. And then I'll play the clip of Frankie in a fantasy.
Is this from a Christmas show?
No, but it's Frankie Avalon. That was my character spotlight of the week. It all ties in.
Get someone else to water your wallflowers. Hi, Kathy. Can you have chow with me, and then we'll cut it and cool it and make the big scene?
Later, Pound Cake. I've got to dig Kathy. She's Lady One, Wowsville. Kathy, I've got 2 front row seats for the latest hit play.
Excuse me, Patty. I'm going to try and get a date with Kathy. I'll bet she's the most popular girl in the whole world. I'll break my date with Patty and take you bowling. You promised to have dinner with me.
Please don't fight over me. It's too embarrassing. I'm afraid I'm all booked up. The only night I have open is New Year's Eve, 1973.
You don't have to go bowling. Frankie Avalon opens tonight, and I've got a buddy who can get us in.
I'm terribly sorry, Richard. I have an engagement for this evening. That must be he. Ta-ta. I'm ready, Pound Cake.
Kathy, you're the dreamiest.
It's Frankie Avalon.
A Venus de Milo with arms. Down, beasts.
Another time, perhaps.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Yeah.
Did you notice the character actor at the top of the scene? John Spencer, who later was on, he's dead now. You know the actor John Spencer?
Right. Anybody from the Patty Duke show still alive? Or they're all gone?
I just said that.
They're all gone.
Ross is still
the
alive.
character. I thought he was just a character actor on the show you're talking about.
No, I said of the regular cast, the only one still alive is the actor who played Ross Lane, the younger brother of Patty. It's okay, man.
Yeah, and Joe reminded us that this year is the 100th anniversary of the Rockettes in New York City.
But do you know who the actor John Spencer? He died in 2005 on December 16th, 2005.
Yeah.
And he was a great actor. He's in that scene I just played as a young person when he was a teenager. He died at the age of 58. My gosh, he was only 58 when he died. Wow, he was born in New Jersey. But he's best known for, I think he did help me out here. The West Wing. I remember he was in the West Wing. Law and Order. That's it. He did an episode of Law and Order. I don't think he was a regular on that, but his first role was on the Patty Duke Show as Henry, and he was in 7 episodes of the Patty Duke Show in season 1 of that.
Yeah, he was. I believe he did appear a few times in Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit.
Yeah, but and he's best known. He was in L.A. Law for 7 episodes.
Right.
That might be what you're thinking of from 1990 to 1994. He was in Law and Order. But John Spencer right there in that little scene. Now I'm going to play. I played this in our rehearsal, but here's a clip of Frankie Avalon. Then we'll get back to the Christmas. I promise, the trivia. This is a 2-minute clip of Frankie Avalon in season 3, the season 3 premiere from, I think, September 15th, 1965, in A Fantasy of Patty. So both the character of Kathy and Patty at different points of the show had a fantasy about Frankie Avalon as himself. Let's watch.
These are the good times while we are young. No chance I'm taking, no song unsung. These are the good times. Life goes your way, loving each moment of each new day. While the meadows are green, free as the wind are we, sharing a dream, living our destiny. These are the good times.
What?
You never kissed me like that before.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights.
What a crazy pair. Okay.
You know what Frankie Avalon's biggest hit record was?
What was it?
Yeah,
Venus.
1959.
Nice.
Venus.
But then he had but then now remember when they did Grease in 78, his Beauty School Dropout, which was an original song that he wrote for the movie, if I'm correct, was his comeback. That was his comeback 19 years later.
Yes. Yeah. Frenchie had a crush on him. Yeah. Beauty School Dropout. What a great, great film Grease was. I loved it. My sister loved it too. When I was a kid, because I'm an old fart, Star Wars was big around that time, and then Grease came out a few months after Star Wars, and I was big into seeing Star Wars again and again and again at the movies, and my sister was a fan of Grease, and we both had the soundtracks respectively. She had the Grease double album, A&M Records. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I miss our parents, because Susan and I, we share my mom and dad. My mom was the most huge fan of musicals, and when I saw Grease for the first time, I was so excited. I was just like, I love those musicals. Any kind of musicals that came out, like I said,
well, the sequel wasn't very good.
I miss my mom when it comes to. I'm sorry, I just got a little emotional. I miss her at this time of year. So
I like Grease, the first one.
Yeah.
Grease 2, the sequel wasn't very good. I'm sorry, Mikey. Hang in there, brother.
No worries. No worries.
Can I ask a question to you guys before we get to the trivia?
Sure.
I guess, Al, did you ever answer your favorite Christmas TV show theme plot? Or did you ever answer?
Yeah, he did. I think he
did.
MASH. That's right. MASH. See, I had an Al moment. I forgot to. You said that clearly.
Yeah, the MASH one was the best one, I believe. Yes.
Did you? Now, I'm going to throw a question out there. What was your favorite Christmas gift you gave or received?
Yes, there we go.
Do you need time to think about that, Mikey?
The best gift, I'm going to say my best gift was the first time, and it's my beautiful wife Suzanne, the first time she got to spend Christmas with me and my family back in Arizona, back in Scottsdale. That was my ultimate gift.
Good answer.
I went, without going into too much detail, I went through 2 previous bad marriages. She went through 4, but for the first time we got together, it was kismet. We knew it was going to last forever, and it will. And we just got together, and we went down there, visited my family, and they instantly adopted her as a daughter-in-law. And we just, that first Christmas was together, us. And then we moved up here, and the next Christmas we spent here together in our apartment here was special, beautiful. So, yes, those are my gifts that she gave me, my beautiful wife. I love you, babe.
Great answer. Al, do you have a favorite Christmas present you ever got?
Yeah, I do. It was a framed photograph that my mother got for me. I grew up in North Carolina at Wrightsville Beach, and there was a painting of the drawbridge coming from intercoastal waterway across the channel to the beach, and it's a famous painting. And of course, it was a replica, but she had it for the longest. And one Christmas, when I went home, she had it in a really nice frame. In fact, it's over my fireplace. But that was my favorite Christmas gift that she gave me.
Great.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah. I want to show you guys one that my sister got. It's probably not her favorite, but I liked it. I loved the Donnie Marie variety show, and they had some great Christmas specials. I played some. By the way, Al, I'm playing our past Nostalgic Podblast Christmas specials we recorded at your home studio on Fistful of Radio. It's airing all weekend long and all next week. All of them are airing. I think there's 2 or 3 that we did together, and they're going to be airing for listeners. But here is one of my sister's Christmas gifts she got as a child. It's the Donnie Marie record player.
Oh. Nice.
That's what it looks like. That's a 45 record, folks. Anyone that doesn't know vinyl, that is a vinyl record. Al was talking about the 45 vinyl record of Bridge to the Bottom of the Sea by Frankie Avalon that I bought after I saw it in his jukebox. He has it in one of his jukeboxes.
Yes.
And so that's what a 45 record looks like. And there's a little disc that goes in the center because most of the turntables are designed to play long playing records or albums, if you will. And there's a hole in the center of the, you have to put a plastic piece in to fit the record on, not the needle. What do you call the metal piece that you put the record on, Al? What is that thing called?
Well, it really doesn't. It really doesn't have a name. It's just a divider to hold the 45 in place.
There's no name for it. Interesting. Okay, good. Well, that's good to know. That's why I couldn't think of what is that thing called, because we know the needle. The needle is what plays. That's part of the phonograph. That's part of the thing that plays the music from the grooves of the vinyl record album. Here's what the top of that.
Yeah, I've got one for my turntable right there. See it?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And that of course is the on the record player there. Nice. That I believe is the scene from the Donnie and Marie show where she says, "I'm a little bit country and I'm a little bit rock and roll."
He's rock and roll. She's country. You're right.
That's what it said. She says, "I'm a little bit country," and he says, "I'm a little bit rock and roll." That's the theme right there. Yeah, that's what they always usually started with.
That's right. Cool. Well, that's when they did their musical sequence. The beginning of the show would usually be a pop song, and it would start in a different point of the song, like in the middle of the song in terms of the lyrics. So it would throw you off, and you kind of had to guess what the song was. True. By the way, I want to give big thanks to Donnie Osmond Enterprises because I had a situation on my channel where I had edited together some of the openings of the Donnie Marie show. And so Donnie Osmond Enterprises, quick plug to them, not that they need my help plugging anything. The reason I put these openings on my channel was I wanted to create awareness of how great the Donnie Marie show was, because there were a lot of acts of people who are no longer with us. You had Andy Williams, you had all sorts of great entertainers. And I wanted to see like a Pluto TV Donnie Marie streaming channel, or at least a streaming service like Disney Plus airs The Muppet Show, right? That classic variety show on Disney Plus. And I think Donnie Marie is certainly worthy of that kind of treatment. So I was just trying to create awareness. Well, anyway, long story short, the video got taken down and I got a copyright strike. So I wrote the people that handled Donnie Osmond Enterprises and they removed it. They removed the strike and let me put the video back up. They were so nice. And I just said, I'm a big fan. One of the best concerts I ever saw in terms of a live performance was the Donnie Marie live Las Vegas show at the Flamingo that I saw in November 2018. It was amazing. Or 2017, November 2017, actually. So anyway, I want to give big thanks, not that he'll hear this, to Donnie Osmond. He allowed the video to go up, but out of respect to him, since it was revealed, I don't know if I should reveal what was revealed to me in the email, but let's just say he is going to release the classic Donnie Marie shows online somewhere. And that's all I can say, or all I dare to say, in case it's secret information or private information. So I said, thank you for removing the strike. And I privated my video out of respect because, you know, he wants exclusivity, I'm sure, of his content. Anyway, so thanks to Donnie. But there's the record album that my sister had. And yeah, so
nice.
There it
is.
is.
Does she still have it? Does she still have it?
Does she still have it?
I don't know. If so, it would be probably in storage at her house or at my parents' house. I don't think so. I think it's
okay.
I think it's long gone, but I love that little record.
Yeah. So but before we get into trivia, real quickly, Joe says, my favorite Hanukkah gift my father gave me was the AT-AT from the Empire Strikes Back movie in 1980. I still have it till this day, and it's in good condition. Yeah. If it's in mint condition, you could sell it for a very good price, Joe, because a lot of people are looking
doesn't want to sell it.
Older Star Wars. Oh, I know. But I mean, for some people, you know, eBay or whatever. Also, we have Low Tech Sethu 99. She says, hello, everyone. Just wanted to send a quick message to wish everyone a great weekend before the long holidays. And I'm still on my business trip, but I will watch the video later. Have a great show as always. Thank you, Low Tech.
You know who that is? That's Natalie. That's my producer, Natalie.
Oh, that is that. Right.
Natalie.
Hello, Nat.
Well, do you guys have a certain movie that you watch every Christmas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I want to start with Chance first. Chance, what is like your one go-to movie?
Well, can I answer, let me answer the toy question.
It's got to be a Christmas themed movie, though.
No. let me go back to I didn't answer the original question about favorite gift I received or gave.
Right. I'm sorry.
As a kid, that's okay. As a kid, it would be the various Legoland sets. Legos were my thing as a kid. And then maybe the Millennium Falcon Kenner toy when I was a child.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the best gift I ever gave was to my little sister, Nicole. I got her a parrot at Disney World that she loved, a little toy parrot.
Oh, from the Tiki Room?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay.
Nice,
So,
nice.
all right. Now, you guys, do you want to go first, or Al, do you want to go first about Christmas movie? The question that Mikey asked.
Yeah.
What, favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah, of all time, that's your go-to. You're going to go and see it.
I watch it every Christmas. In fact, I went last week and saw it at the Terra Theater here in Atlanta. It's The Lion in Winter.
Nice. Yeah, Peter O'Toole and Katharine Hepburn. That is a great story.
And it's got a very young. It's just a great movie. It takes place at Christmas time. It's about King Henry II and Eleanor Queen. What's her name? Eleanor of Ecuador. Katharine Hepburn. It's also got John Castle. It's got Timothy Dalton and Anthony Hopkins. They're very young. Came out in 1968.
Yeah, that was a very young Anthony Hopkins, right? Before he became Sir Anthony. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great one. That is a great one, Al.
But it takes place at Christmas time. And
it does.
It's just a great movie.
Yeah.
That's my go-to movie at Christmas.
Nice. Our go-to movie. Yeah, that's a great one, Al. Our go-to movie that both Suzanne and I share, the original 1951 Alistair Sim, A Christmas Carol. We own it. We bought it. The Turner Network colorized version of it is also available, and we have both versions. So, yeah.
Al used to work at Turner.
The Alistair Sim is the better one, actually.
Yeah.
Can I add, Al, something you almost always say when we're live?
I didn't care for it.
But I used to work at Turner. He mentioned Turner Classic Movies. I mean, TNT.
Oh, yeah. I worked there 13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is our go-to every year. Like I said, we own both versions, both the original black and white and the colorized. And we can watch that every Christmas whenever we want.
They also colorized Miracle on 34th Street.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
With that young little Natalie Wood.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of colorization, but Ted Turner did in a lot of his movies, but I wasn't a fan of him. I prefer the original black and white if it was in black and white.
Go ahead and say your other line, Al. You just said it.
Go ahead.
About colorization.
Colorization.
I didn't care for it.
That's it. Thank you. Stevie Griffin, fan 1986, is saying hello to Al right now.
Yeah, hello, Al.
Hey, thanks.
Griffin.
Yeah.
My one take on it is colorization was it has its moments. So for me, it was like pros and cons. There are moments you don't need it at all, and there are other moments where you probably did need it and used it. And that's where that was. Pros and cons for me.
We're crossing over into the 2-hour mark. I wanted to go no longer than 2 hours. So should we start the trivia, fellas, you think?
Let's do that. Yeah, let's go into trivia.
You know, what? I'm disagree with you. I'll just say my favorite is It's a Wonderful Life. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
Absolutely. Every year.
I'm sorry, Joe, but opinions are like rear ends. Everybody's got one. So answer.
Yeah. And it's spongy back there.
Oh, Al. Yeah, we were talking about Anthony Geary passing away.
We talked about, with Jeannie Francis.
And just to recap, anyone that tuned in late, and then the loss of Gil Gerard, otherwise known as TV's Buck Rogers. Okay. And there he is right there, too.
Yeah, he was Luke on General Hospital.
He was for over 1,900 episodes for a long time. 40 years.
When they got married, it was a huge bump in the ratings when they got married.
Yeah,
like I said earlier, it got better ratings than the real life marriage of Prince Charles and Lady Di that same year.
That came later. Yeah. He was on that soap opera, like I said, for 40 years, from 1978 to 2018.
Soap operas have completely disappeared from television. Now,
they have not. Beyond the Gates is on CBS.
The Peacock has Days of Our Lives, and they moved over to streaming services, but for network television, they've disappeared.
Al, no, they have not. Al, maybe on NBC, yes. On CBS, you still have The Bold and the Beautiful, Beyond the Gates.
Right beyond the gates. Yeah, that's still there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And many others. CBS has a full lineup of soap operas.
All right, let's go with trivia. Let's go.
Hey, wait, ABC still has General Hospital. So
yeah, it's still
I'm not
Well,
being
I
mean.
stand corrected. I just don't watch them. I just thought they were all gone.
Oh no.
Well, some are still out there, kind of floating in
Yeah.
the ethereal. Yeah,
Quite a few are still out there. Now I need to find out which one.
Yeah. Big loss.
All right, trivia. All right, let's start the trivia game. Let me see where I am in my script here. Yeah, trivia time. Let's play some Christmas. I'm going to do a song while I take a break. We'll do a karaoke, and then we'll start the trivia out. I'm sure Joe's freaking out. He loves, let's start the trivia. I've been waiting patiently all this time. But let's look at let's listen to another holiday song. This is our holiday party.
Okay.
And let's see if you can guess the song.
All right.
Oh, I got one that's really long. I might end the show with that because it's 4 minutes. This is a 1 minute, 54 seconds. Let's do a quick karaoke and then we'll start the trivia. Let's go.
Going out in the storm, really grab me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. I was only tired, and the beer is goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it go, let it go, let it go. I always like doing Dean Martin.
Well, a lot of people have sung that song. You know.
Yeah.
It's
I truly think that's one of the best. It is actually the best version of Let It Snow is Dean Martin. Just being
Dean
himself.
Martin.
Yeah, Dean Martin. Yep.
That was the Dean Martin version. Yes.
Well, let me say the Stu Griffin fan. I think I know who that is.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Stewie Griffin? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that's a good segue into trivia. So it's trivia time.
Oh, yay.
I'm going to put a question on the screen. Some will be multiple choice and some will not.
Right.
All right. Well, here is your first question. Are you guys ready? Chad, are you ready?
Yeah, let's try this. Go for it.
All right. Question 1.
Yeah.
Which two of Santa's reindeer names come from weather phenomena? Santa's reindeer names come from weather phenomenon. Phenomena.
Well, let's see.
Is Blitzen one?
Blitzen is one of them. Yeah. I believe Blitzen is one.
You're right.
And the other,
Good job.
yeah. And the other one would be Comet. Right?
No.
Not Comet. Okay.
I'll reveal the answer. I was waiting for chat to catch up.
All right.
Here comes the answers. The answer is you're right with one of them. The question again is which two of Santa's reindeer names come from weather phenomena?
Oh.
And the answer
and
is Blitzen for lightning and Donner for thunder. So
Donner and Blitzen. Okay.
Good
and they came. Of course, you know Dasher and Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the greatest reindeer of all, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Gene Autry? one of the best version of ever of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It is fantastic. Love Gene Autry. Listen.
Well, that's his signature Christmas song.
It is. And I mean, it's fantastic. Yeah. Next question
coming right up, gentlemen.
All right.
And ladies in the chat and gentlemen in the chat. Multiple choice question.
All right.
Here it is. What is another name for eggnog? Is it A, white joy, B, milk punch, C, sweet soup, or D, egg soup? What is another name for eggnog? White joy.
I don't like eggnog at all. Let's see.
I don't either. I used to. I don't like it anymore.
I'm going to go with D, egg soup.
Al, do you have a guess? Or anyone in the chat, do you have a guess?
I've never heard milk punch. I would say I'll go with my egg soup.
D.
Egg soup.
Yes.
The answer is B, milk punch.
Milk
punch. Right.
Never heard it called.
I never heard it called that before. Wow. Milk punch. Okay.
Neither did I. Now, Bobcat got it wrong, too. They're Joe Gutfeld, New York. It's okay. He had guessed white joy. I wrote that. I wrote the those phony choices. I wrote that myself. I did not come up with the question. The question is from Good Housekeeping. I was going to give credit at the end. I'll just tell you now. Good Housekeeping came up with these questions, but I augmented them. I added some phony choices and things because they weren't multiple choice questions in the quiz. All right, next question. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my God. See, we're all learning something here in our little holiday.
Yeah, we definitely are. Milk punch. Wow, I would have never heard it called that. By the way,
I never heard of milk punch myself, so that was new to me.
That was new to me too. But the two best ingredients are cinnamon and nutmeg for eggnog.
Question 3. The first string lights for Christmas trees were invented in which decade?
Let's see. First string lights.
They've been around a long time.
They really have, yeah.
No multiple choice on this, just a straight up decade.
Like the 40s or the 50s or the 60s.
It could be the 1900s. It could be the 1800s.
Right,
I'm just looking for a decade.
Right.
Well, in the old days, they put candles on Christmas trees. I would say.
You got to think. They had to have electricity, right? So let's use our heads.
I would say the 1920s.
Oh, Joe guessed.
I think I go with Bob with Joe. I think 1930s is correct.
And Keebler in Texas State says the 1950s or 50s. The correct answer, drum roll, the 1880s.
Whoa,
1880s?
In the 19th century when electricity was still new.
Yeah. When it was still new from electricity.
See, we're an educational
for Albert Einstein, or Bell, or one of those guys. I can't remember.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. Yeah,
I don't know.
Go. Sorry. Okay. Wow. I would have never guessed that. 1880s. Wow.
I got this from Good Housekeeping, so I assume this is factual. Hopefully, it's not fake information. All right, here we go. So, let's do a multiple choice question. I added these choices because it was a straight up question.
And Chance, by the way, on these trivia questions.
I shouldn't have mentioned my source because someone can cheat and look it up. Go ahead, man.
No, I was going to say, on your trivia questions, make sure you let them know we should do at least 3 of them that can be giveaways that you can offer stuff.
That's right.
To.
That's
the
right.
more difficult ones,
right.
Let's get to them. Yeah.
You're keeping me honest there. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the next question. In the original Frosty the Snowman animated movie, what's the first thing Frosty says when he comes back to life?
Happy birthday.
And Bob, I keep calling Bob. Joe Gutfeld in New York State said happy birthday. And you are correct. The correct answer is happy birthday.
Yeah.
That was kind of an easy one.
All right. Who narrated Frosty the Snowman?
Oh, that was the great Jimmy.
Jimmy Durante.
Durante. Right. Yes, Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy Durante. Yes.
And Burl
and
Ives.
He had a great, And
Burl Ives was the snowman, yes.
Yes, correct. Oh, no. The snowman was Jackie Mason, was the snowman. The voice of the snowman.
Burl Ives was the
Burl Ives was the snowman in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer animated show.
What year did it first air on television?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
No, Frosty the Snowman.
Oh, Frosty the Snowman. Let's see. Yeah, Jackie Mason, the voice of Frosty. Great Jewish actor, by the way.
1964.
64. I was going to say 1 year before I was created. That's how old I am.
Question. Al just said this earlier. What year did the film It's a Wonderful Life come out? Don't say it, Al. I'm going to put
I know what it is. We
choices.
just said it.
I have choices.
You have choices. Okay.
Multiple choices, yeah.
Choice quiz.
If you know the answer, then go ahead and comment in the chat.
Yeah.
Your choices are 1942, 1944, 1945, or 1946. The question is, what year did the film It's a Wonderful Life come out? When was it released in movie theaters? What year? A, 1942, B, 1944, C, 1945, or D, 1946?
And what theater did it play in?
Ooh, you're adding something. We got a guess of D from Keebler. 1946 is the year It's a Wonderful Life was released. And the answer, and hey, Al said it. Al said it earlier here in tonight's live show.
Yeah.
The answer is 1946.
And
now tell us, Al, what theater?
And it was this day, December 20th, 1946. So it's this very day.
God, anniversary?
Wow. It premiered at the Globe Theater in New York.
Nice.
Holy cow.
79 years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Nice.
Very nice.
And
very
by
nice,
the way, here's an aside to that. I'll add myself. What was the name of the angel that was in It's a Wonderful Life? What was his name? The character's name that played the angel that guided Jimmy Stewart along. What was his name?
Chance?
I'm letting the chat answer that one.
Yeah, we're going to let them answer it. I know it, but, I know Chance knows it. You know it, Al. Come on.
Yeah.
We all know this.
See if they could get it in the chat.
Yes.
Anybody? Just tell them.
Okay. His name was Clarence. Clarence the Angel, who got his wings at the very end of the movie.
Next question. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what does Clark want to buy with his bonus money?
Ah.
No multiple choice. Just need a straight up answer.
Yeah.
What does Clark want to buy with his Christmas bonus?
Right. Clark Griswold, played by the great Chevy Chase. And
I'll make this a prize question. First person that answers correctly and says claim will get your choice of 5 Batman 1989 Topps cards or 5 Grease 1978 Topps cards.
Nice. It's a giveaway. So
no cheating.
Come on, chat. Chat.
Cheating. Just like the elf on the shelf or Santa. We're watching. We're watching you there. Any answer?
I have the elf on the shelf, but he's back in there. He's possessed. He's possessed.
In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what does Clark want to buy with his bonus? Okay, time's up. The answer. It was a swimming pool.
Nice.
Nobody would have gotten that.
Are you kidding? That movie is a classic.
I know, but little things like that they don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like with the Clarence thing I said too?
Got a music question now.
All right, go for it.
Holiday music question coming right up.
All right.
All right, let's see. Oh, and let me do the question. In Mariah Carey's classic, All I Want for a Christmas song, what does she say she won't even wish for? Oh, shoot, the answer came up. Snow. Oh, no.
Snow.
Oh, no. All
right. Okay. I know people will not get this, but I want to offer this as the giveaway.
Holy crap.
She did All I Want for Christmas with another star. It is on YouTube, but don't look it up. She did this song with another artist, another music artist. Who was that music artist that did another rendition of All I Want for Christmas Is You? That will be a giveaway. question. Yeah.
What are you giving away?
Well, you have to give away. You have to give away gifts. I don't. But
yeah, but I'm the one that says when it's a giveaway question.
True. Right. But okay, I'll ring the bell if you get it.
Now, what kind of question is that? What's the title of the Boys II Men's Classic? Who listens to that Christmas music?
Your generation, Al. It's not for
you know, I'm completely lost with something like that. I don't listen to that.
That question's not for you. I'm trying to appeal to some younger demographics.
Remember, I'm an old fart. Does anybody know? Does anybody know in the chat? Anybody? I'll give you 5 more seconds, but it's really weird. Do
you know the answer? Do you know the answer there, Mikey?
I do. Yes,
I know. I do too.
Yeah.
Well, you should. You wrote the question.
Okay, time's up.
All right, time's up.
Justin Bieber. It was Justin Bieber. Yeah.
Let it snow.
And let it snow for the.
Oh boy, I'm glad I know that now.
Yes. So both Mariah Carey and Justin Bieber did their own version of "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Yeah, that's out there too.
Multiple choice question for you, and this will be for a prize.
Okay, a prize from there from Chance. Okay.
The prize I noted earlier. Okay, now no friggin' cheating. All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's not us.
What is the best-selling Christmas song of all time? And I will give you some choices.
Okay.
Hang on, they're coming right up. Is it A, Brenda Lee's classic Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I got to put them on the screen. This sucks. Okay. Is it B, Destiny Child's song 8 Days of Christmas? Is it C, Bing Crosby's White Christmas? Or D, Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley? The question is, what's the best-selling Christmas song of all time? No cheating. What's the best-selling Christmas song of all time? Is it A, Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree? Is it B, Destiny Child's 8 Days of Christmas? Is it C, Bing Crosby's White Christmas? Or D, Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley?
I think
it's either Rocking Around the Christmas Tree or Blue Christmas. I'm going to go with Brenda Lee.
I'm gonna go with Joe, who got it first. White Christmas.
Hey, Tracy.
With Bing Crosby. Oh, hey, Tracy.
Or Elvis. Okay. Final answer? Is that your final answer? Hey, Tracy.
Hey, yeah, I say White Christmas with Bing
Crosby.
Yes.
You would be correct. Good job, Joe.
Nice.
Boots.
I would
too.
Let me speak. I think it would be Elvis, wouldn't you? That was a trick question I came up with. Wouldn't you think Elvis? No?
You would think, but okay. So what does Joe receive? Chance?
His choice of Grease or Batman cards.
How old was Brenda Lee when she recorded Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree?
Well,
that's a good question.
She couldn't have been more than what? Less than 20?
She was 13
21?
years old.
She was only 13?
When she recorded Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
I did not know that. Wow,
Yeah.
13.
Ready for the next question, fellas?
Yeah, let's go for it.
We start to wind down the show. All right, he wants Batman. I'll send him out in 2026. I'm not fooling with the holiday lines at the post office, but I will send him. You know I'm good for it because I've mailed you a lot of stuff before. He wants Batman. Okay, here is the next question, and it's multiple choice.
All right.
What vegetables do kids leave out for the reindeer to eat on Christmas Eve? A, celery, B, carrots, C, mashed potatoes, or D, yams? What vegetables do kids leave out for reindeer to eat? Santa's reindeer, specifically on Christmas Eve. A, celery, B, carrots, C, mashed potatoes, or D, yams?
Carrots.
Yeah, I'd say carrots. Because I used to leave out carrots for Rudolph and the reindeer. I did as a kid. I left out a little big thing of carrots.
Joe says carrots as well.
Yeah.
The answer?
Yeah.
Carrots. Way to go, Al.
Yay.
Al and Mikey and Joe. Good job.
Thank you.
Keebler thought it was B.
What did I win?
But it's oatmeal.
Yeah, B is carrots. But I mean, but you know why? Because most kids back then, especially me, thought that reindeer would eat carrots just like horses did. So because they kind of come from the same family genus, so species. So yeah. So cool.
Here is question 10.
Yeah.
Easy breezy. What plant is called the Christmas flower?
Mistletoe.
Oh.
No.
Mike, you don't say anything.
Okay,
Please.
okay.
I know you won't. You're good.
No, I'm good.
It's the caffeine. I'm a little excited. I'm not yelling.
Right.
You know, guys, I want to say on the air, I apologize. I always seem like I'm yelling at you and I get complaints. Why are you yelling? I'm not yelling. I'm just excited. There's a difference.
Oh, no. Okay. Come on, Chance. You're my brother. You never yell. And Al is cool too. Man.
Poinsettia.
Yeah, poinsettia.
Joe says mistletoe. Keebler says poinsettia. The answer is poinsettia.
It is poinsettia. Yes.
Yeah. That's the Christmas flower.
Yeah, because in the minute when Joe said mistletoe, or Al, I'm sorry, when Al said mistletoe.
I guess mistletoe is the kissing plant.
That's the kissing flower. That's the thing.
Flower,
Plant up there. Yes.
Well, Joe, you have an excuse because you're Jewish, so we don't hold it against you for getting that wrong. All right.
Yes.
Now,
Happy Hanukkah, Al, by the way.
I want to say that's the end of round 1 of trivia. We have another round coming up, not as long of a round. I want to say thanks to Good Housekeeping for this question, specifically these writers, Carla Pope and Casey Clark. Thank you for those questions.
Thank you, Pope and Clark.
I augmented them with some multiple choice, but still, they wrote those questions. All right. Wow. Here comes some bonus questions. Should we space it out? I guess we should get right into it because I got to start to wrap the show.
Sure.
All right. Here's another question.
All right.
Question 11 so far. Coming right up for the viewers on the screen. I'm going to read it. Tracy says, well, I'm Jewish too. And she knew it. Good for you.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yes. Happy
Tracy
Hanukkah.
and to Joe.
And to Al as well.
Yeah. Al's not Jewish.
He say he was?
No. And that's okay if he was. I don't mean no, like no.
I'm not Jewish.
Okay. I'm sorry, Al.
What do you think his last name was? Hardestein? Hardestein.
Oh.
All right.
Oh my God.
Which Christmas carol was the first song ever broadcast from outer space?
Ooh, nice.
This will be a prize question for anyone who's not already won something. So Joe's not eligible this round. That's my only rule. You have to say claim, and you have to be the first person to answer correctly, and you get one prize per show. So
correct.
Anybody else that wants to get a set of 5 classic 1978 Topps Grease cards or 5 1989 Batman cards that answers correctly, this question is a prize question. So which Christmas carol was the first song ever broadcast from outer space? And please, no cheating. Let's see. I'm going to put your choices on the screen.
Okay.
Your choices are: first Christmas song broadcast from outer space. A, Silent Night. B, Jingle Bells. C, Holy Night. Or D, Deck the Halls.
I would say Holy Night.
I would say A, Silent Night.
Ooh, because there's no sound in outer space.
Uh-huh.
There's no sound. That's a good educated guess.
Thank you.
But it's incorrect. But it wasn't a stupid question. Hang on a second.
No.
The correct answer is Jingle Bells.
Wow, nice.
All right.
And it was Keebler Danger who answered that first. She said Jingle Bells.
Well, here's the answer. Jingle Bells in 1965. Take 2. Jingle Bells is the correct answer of a Christmas song transmitted from outer space. In 1965, astronauts aboard Gemini 6 surprised mission control by playing Jingle Bells on a harmonica and bells they'd smuggled aboard the spacecraft.
I have a question for you. The song Silver Bells?
Yeah.
The guy that wrote the song, where did he get the idea for Silver Bells? What made him write Silver Bells?
Do you know the answer, Al?
Yes.
You know? Okay.
It's the Salvation Army of the Bells.
Nice, yeah.
If you listen to the words of the song, you'll know that.
Right.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas, and they ring the bells. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and Suzanne and I have already donated to Salvation Army this year. We did talk about that in the rehearsal stream last week. So, yes, if you get a chance, donate to them, please. Yes.
Nice. All right, next question. In the classic song, The 12 Days of Christmas, how many gifts are given in total? Your choices are A, 78 gifts, B, 144 gifts, C, 364 gifts, or D, 465 gifts.
That's a good
It's got to be
question.
78.
How many gifts are given in the 12 days of Christmas?
Well, now think about it. You've got, well, let's do this logically. 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
78.
5 golden rings.
Yeah, I did say that. 5 golden rings. Mwah.
Anybody? Joe guesses A, 78. The answer, because we got to wrap the show, is C, 364 days. A whopping 364 gifts. I said days. A whopping 364
I would have
gifts.
never thought that.
I would have never thought that either. And yeah, those partridges, white doves, or turtle doves, and the leaping lords really add up. Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
and it's kind of ironic. And you know what? I just want to mention, it's kind of ironic because it makes sense that you have, on a leap year, it's 366. On a regular year, it's 365. But to have 364 total gifts from the 12 days of Christmas, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Multiple choice question, and this involves Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Here's the question on your screen.
Okay.
What year did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first appear? A, 1939, B, 1949, C, 1929, or D, 1959?
1949.
I'd say that too, 1949. That's what I say, B, yeah.
Okay. Anyone else in the chat? I'm waiting for the delay to catch up.
Okay.
We got a B.
Keebler has an A.
49. That's from Joe.
And Keebler says A.
Stewie Griffin says B. Correct answer is
A.
1939.
Keebler Danger got it. Yeah.
Rudolph made his debut in 1939 as part of a Montgomery Ward department store marketing campaign, and it was written by Robert L. May in 1939. Right. Keebler said 1929.
Oh, okay.
Nobody got it right.
Nobody got that one.
Well, we all live and learn, and that's a good thing about this show. We're an Keebler told me privately in a text that my show, the Nostalgic Podblast, or my channel, comes up as a historic channel. I don't understand what that means. Maybe in the chat, Keebler, can you explain what you meant by that? How do you see that? How do you see? What do you mean? That was interesting.
Yeah,
we got a good question.
Who sings the most popular verse? I mean, what artist or artist sings is the most popular song with a little drummer boy? Which version is the most popular?
I know it's I know it, and it's a duet. It's a duet.
It's not a duet.
It's not a duet.
It's a group.
It's a chorale group. Yeah, it's a chorale group.
The Vienna Boys Choir. And
Vienna Boys Choir.
They still travel to this day. Not with the same, boys, but that's the most popular version of the Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah. But we mentioned earlier. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. So we mentioned before you came out the best rendition of Drummer Boy for TV specials, Bing Crosby and David Bowie. That is the best one.
Wait till you hear this next question.
I think that's overrated. The David Bowie and Bing Crosby, that's taken from a TV special they did.
You guys go ahead. I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
It was okay, but I think it's way overrated. That's my personal opinion. What?
As I said, in my honest opinion, every time I've ever seen it, and it is available, by the way, folks, on YouTube. Look it up. Just put the two guys in there, Bing and David. You'll find it. It gives me goosebumps, and it makes me cry because
it's a good song, but to me it's just overrated.
Well, but I mean, we did lose both people, so it's almost like just it's a cherished memory that's just it's in your brain, it's there. Yeah. I would say, for the sake of argument, my favorite animated is The Little Drummer Boy. That is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Like of all the Filmation, all the different things they did.
What is your favorite Christmas song? Period.
Christmas song, period.
I mean,
that's easy. Yeah, that's easy. Andy Williams, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Great song. Every time you hear it, you know it's Christmas.
My favorite Christmas of all time, of all the Christmas songs, is "Do You Hear What I Hear" by Bing Crosby.
Nice.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. What's your favorite all-time Christmas song there, Chance? And welcome back, by the way, brother.
Thank you. Oh, Keebler just texted me the answer. Okay, I'll look that up. All right. I might try to put it on the screen. She answered why I'm showing up as a historical question. I don't know. I don't like the Drummer Boy. I really think it's Sleigh Ride. I like Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes a lot. It just puts
that's a great song produced by Phil.
And then you get the horse at the end.
It's produced by Phil Spector. By the Ronettes, and I've got that album. The album is "Merry Christmas to You" from Phil Spector. I have that album.
Nice.
And I play, by the way, I'm playing at Fistful of Radio, a Christmas block has started, and I'm playing the great Dragnet Christmas Record 45. I love that, along with a lot of Christmas classics and holiday classics. If you want to tune in, 10 a.m. Eastern time this weekend, Sunday. What? I'll make you solo. Hold on. God, this is
nice.
Remember Sing Along with Mitch Miller, the Christmas?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, hang on now.
There it is.
There it is. Yes. Christmas
there it is.
With Mitch Miller and the gang. Yes.
Yeah.
Good one. That's a really old album, isn't it?
It's original. It's got the it on the inside. You know, Mitch Miller, he headed up Columbia Records for years, and it's got all the sing along stuff on the inside.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's in good shape. I've had this since I was a little kid. You know, had it a long time.
Wow, that's a beautiful album. Yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Show us more.
Chance, any more trivia questions?
I've got some trivia. All right, hang on. I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Shucks. I was hoping Al would show more of that record to give me time to.
Here's another one.
Yeah, good.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
this is from 1963.
That's the Pied Pipers. Yeah, that's
Here's the Patty Duke Show clip I played. Christmas.
Nice.
It's old.
That's beautiful. Wow. Yes, and Joe, from the Little Drummer Boy, Dominic the Donkey, who actually passes away, but then he is brought back to life by the power of Jesus and the star over Bethlehem. Yes.
Right.
Beautiful. Yeah. Very beautiful moment.
Okay, well,
I love it so much.
On.
Yeah.
Where did everybody go? There we
We're
go.
here.
Yeah, we're all here. Yeah.
I like your Christmas tree, Chance.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
I
very
love
much.
his background. I love it.
Thank
Just
you.
the whole background.
Thank you very much. Let's get on with the next question then. I thought I had it pulled up, but I guess not. Oh, shoot. Did I hit that? Oh, I have a great question. All right. Something got screwed up here.
Okay.
Here comes the next question, fellas. And it's it's not a political question, but it is a presidential question. We don't talk politics here. We try not to. We want to bring people together, not tear them apart.
Right.
Here is the next question, though. This will blow your mind. Al, you may know the answer to this, and you too, Mike.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
Which U.S. president banned Christmas trees from the White House? And I have some choices for you.
Ooh. Okay.
Who would do such a thing? What kind of a Grinch was once in the White House? Which U.S. president banned Christmas trees from the White House?
It had to be an old president, a long time ago.
Well, I'm going to give you 4 choices right now.
Go for it.
Your choices are: who banned Christmas trees in the White House? Which president? A, Theodore Roosevelt, B, Abraham Lincoln, C, Woodrow Wilson, or D, William Howard Taft?
I said Woodrow Wilson.
He was one of the worst presidents ever.
Yes.
I'll go with Mikey. I say Woodrow Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat before I reveal the answer?
Anybody?
Bum, 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 dun, dun, dun. The answer is Theodore Roosevelt.
Wow.
A. Teddy Roosevelt prohibited Christmas trees in the year 1901 due to environmental concerns like global warming.
Right.
Though his sons secretly brought a Christmas tree into their bedroom. Teddy Roosevelt. He's the one that
the bully president. Yeah.
And
yeah.
Joe got it right. Keebler got it wrong.
Good job,
Joe got it right.
Nice.
Yeah. Keebler, along with you fellas, guessed Woodrow Wilson. He was a terrible president, Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
But it makes sense because Theodore Roosevelt, the bull president, they call him the bully president, which came from his time in the Spanish-American War.
Right.
And he rode on a horse. He went and saw the Grand Canyon in Arizona. I know this because it's based on Arizona history. And he visited a lot of different landmarks, including Yellowstone. And
Keebler's throwing you under the bus there, Mikey. She says, I should have went with my first instinct, which was Roosevelt, but Mikey made me change my mind. LOL. All right, let's get on.
Well, I didn't mean to mislead you there, Miss Keebler. I'm sorry.
We have a multiple choice question for you.
Next.
It's a music question.
Okay.
As we play our Christmas and holiday trivia. Coming right up. Oh, damn. I keep pressing the wrong stupid button. What popular Christmas song was originally written for Thanksgiving? Your choices are A, Winter Wonderland, B, Jingle Bells, C, Frosty the Snowman, or D, Silver Bells. Which one of those songs was originally written for Thanksgiving, not Christmas?
Right.
Winter Wonderland.
That's my choice too, Winter Wonderland. Yes. I would say A.
Keebler guesses D, Silver Bells.
All right.
And you fellas both say A, Winter Wonderland.
Correct.
Well, let's reveal the answer.
Anybody else?
Dun, dun, dun. It's Jingle Bells. And I got a fact for you about that.
I don't know if I believe that or not.
It's
wow.
It's true. The answer is Jingle Bells, which was choice, what, B? Yeah, choice,
yeah,
B. Jingle Bells. Okay.
And Stewie Griffin got it. He said B. He did. Yeah.
Now, hold on a minute. What popular Christmas song was originally written for Thanksgiving? It was B, Jingle Bells. And why. Here's why. Yeah. Jingle Bells was composed by James Lord Pierpont in the year 1857 and was initially titled One Horse Open Sleigh for Thanksgiving celebrations.
Oh, very nice.
See, we're learning here. We're learning here as we have fun here. Hopefully have fun.
We're learning. Yes.
All right. Here is another question for you. Multiple choice.
Right.
This is a NORAD question. You know what NORAD is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They're the ones that monitor, Santa Claus and the sleigh.
Right. In what decade did the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, begin tracking Santa's journey on Christmas Eve? A, the 1930s, B, the 1940s, C, the 1950s, or D, the 1960s?
I think I know this one. I believe it was D, the 1960s.
Al, what say you? As we wait for chat to catch
just
up.
for the hell of it, I'm going to say B.
All right.
We got a C from Stewie. We got a C from Keebler. C, the 1950s.
Yeah. I said the 1960s because I was thinking in 1947 with Kenneth Arnold and the first appearance of flying saucers. So it could very easily be, so it could very easily be either C or D. I'm saying D, but I'm probably
The
wrong.
answer is C, the 1950s. The tradition began by accident in the year 1955 when a department store misprinted Santa's phone number and children called a military hotline instead.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the fictional on TV 555 prefix of phone numbers comes from. You know how a phone number is always 555-8755. You know, there's always a BS number on phone.
Now, of course, with the now that's what like I said makes sense. 8 years later, after the first sighting of a UFO by Kenneth Arnold over Mount Rainier there in Washington State. At first, they said, well, we could consider Santa as being an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Well, this was before UAP, but it was UFO, unidentified flying object. When radar first spotted this, supposedly Santa on top of his sleigh with the 8 tiny reindeer, and they said, oh, we got him. We have Santa. So that made children believe that Santa Claus is real, and he is. And here's a fun fact. And I'll tell this real quick. The fun fact is that when you see Santa tracked on the NORAD website, if you go to the website, which is free, and you go there and you watch him tracked all over the world, the premise is that the presents are dropped from his sleigh into what they call either a quantum wormhole or a black hole. But what they do is they materialize in the homes that they go to, that they belong to. And it's happened to us, Suzanne and I. 8 years we can't explain. You go to bed for like 10 to 15 minutes, and I guarantee you'll get your presents. Everything. Last year, thump, thump, thump on our tile floor, all the presents from Santa.
Next question. We have a call. Joe in New York is on the line, but before we get to him, here's the next question. We're almost done with the trivia.
Cool.
Which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree?
Ooh.
Your choices are A, Germany, B, England, C, France, or D, the Netherlands.
I'm going to say A, Germany.
Al?
I'll say B, England. It might be A.
We got D, the Netherlands from Keebler. We've got A from Stewie. I think I called Stewie Stevie earlier. I apologize for that. Germany. Stewie says Germany.
He says Germany, like I say Germany. Yeah.
And he or she, are you a male or female? You are correct. You're correct, Stewie. Man, 1986. Germany is credited with the modern Christmas tree tradition dating back to the 16th century. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert popularized it in England and in America, but it began in Germany.
Yeah, and Saint Nicholas was German.
That's right.
He became a German saint partially because he went from town to town and he gave free toys to all the children in the villages. We call him Saint Nicholas, which is the other.
He's a Catholic saint. Yeah,
he is a Catholic saint. Yeah,
definitely. Got a question now. I want to say thanks to Spring Point Living. That's assisted living centers for those questions for round 2 of trivia. But I have a question.
Chance, you're disappearing into your background.
All right. Listeners, I want to say thanks for putting up with our visual. And I still have to show the Christmas comic books, but I have one more question that I wrote. But before I say that, Spring Point Living assisted living centers brought those questions to you in round 2 of trivia. So thanks to Spring Point Living. All right. Here's a question that I wrote. Here's a question that I wrote, Chance Bartels, the host of the Nostalgic Podblast, the show you're listening to or watching right now. Which James Bond 007 movie is set during Christmas time? And I have some choices for you. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
And that's the wrong question. Here it comes.
Oh, and Stewie, by the way, is male. His name is Terrell.
All right. Which James Bond movie is set at Christmas time? Your choices are A, For Your Eyes Only, B, You Only Live Twice, C, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, or D, The World Is Not Enough.
Oh, I know this. It's C, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I know this.
Oh, I'll go with Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey's right. Mikey's right. It's kind of a trick question in terms of, and I'll explain in a moment.
Yeah.
The answer is C, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. And they had a song, Do They Know It's Christmas, on the soundtrack. That's a really good soundtrack album, by the way.
That's Nina, right? Yeah, Nina, who does that song.
Lazenby, it's the only time George Lazenby, who has Alzheimer's, sadly, these days. I think he's dead. No, he's not dead yet, but he'll be dead soon.
No. George is. I would have known. Calvin Dyson would have told me if Lazenby was gone. No. He's alive. Okay. Yeah.
But he's got Alzheimer's, so his mind's dead. It's so sad. But the answer is On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which starred George Lazenby, the only James Bond. He took over. What big shoes to fill from Sean Connery, you know? I mean,
he was Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chance.
He was the only Australian James Bond actor. And I thought the movie was great. I liked the writing, and I liked Blofeld, played by
Telly Savalas.
Who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby?
Yeah. Bone-headed and all of it. Yes.
Yep.
And you know who doesn't get enough credit? Irma Bunt, played by the wonderful Elsa Steppett. She never gets a lot of credit, but she's the one that takes out Tracy at the end. Spoiler.
Right. All right. Now here is something I want to show. This is a bonus little. The reason it was kind of a trick question. It was a trick in terms of my choices, and here's why. Because the James Bond girl with the Christmas name was Dr. Christmas Jones, a nuclear physicist played by Denise Richards in the 1999 James Bond film titled The World Is Not Enough.
Yes.
How lame of a Christmas. Hang on,
wait. Sonny's got to go pee. I'll be right.
Okay. So it's a trick.
There is
a little Christmas. I'm sorry. There is a little Christmas song at the end, the Christmas scene at the end of that movie, but it's not set primarily at Christmas time. So you were correct, Mikey. It is definitely On Her Majesty's Secret Service. That's the James Bond film set during Christmas time, and I like that song. Did you? And you? I'm glad that you liked the movie as well.
It's one of my all-time favorites. It really is. And you know, the backstory is that George Lazenby actually convinced Cubby Broccoli and Schwartz, the other man, Schwartzman. He convinced them that he could play the role, even though he was from Australia, even though he was one of those Australian lifeguards back then. So he convinced them, and then he went and did it. And, you know, the Dame Diana Rigg playing a great Tracy. Oh, I mean.
From the Avengers, not Marvel's Avengers, but the Avengers with Patrick McNay, the BBC espionage television show.
Yes.
But here we go. I want to explain something about The World Is Not Enough. There is a Christmas scene, which I know I mentioned, but I just want to make sure I get it out there, because sometimes when we're talking over each other, you can't hear either one of us. Right. So there is a Christmas epilogue in that film, and you did have a character with a Christmas name, and that's Dr. Christmas Jones, the nuclear physicist played by Denise Richards, the ex-wife of I'm gonna beat this thing, man, Tiger Blood, winning, Charlie Sheen.
Right.
But
there's a great line. There is a great line from Bond.
Let me finish. Here's my Ross Perot impression. Can I finish? Please, can I finish?
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Sorry, Jim Gossett. I stole that from you, comedian.
That's all right. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
okay.
Chance.
The reason I want to say this,
yes,
is I think that is a pretty tame Bond girl name, Christmas Jones. When you've had Holly Goodhead in Moonraker, you had Pussy Galore in Goldfinger, the third James Bond movie. You had some very sexually suggestive Bond girl names like that, and I have a whole list, but it's a family show. But I think Christmas Jones is pretty tame in retrospect.
Yeah, he was, Suzanne just mentioned, and then he had Dink from Goldfinger. Slap on the butt. Dink. God.
So that concludes.
But there is this great line. I gotta say this. I hope we don't get knocked for this. But but the intimate scene towards the end of the world is not the world is not enough. Bond says, "I thought Christmas only came once a year."
Ooh, that's right.
He did.
I remember being so embarrassed by Moonraker the end, where they're making love in the shuttle.
I think he's attempting re-entry, sir.
Yeah, I saw that with my parents. Okay, Al's back. I saw that movie in the theater when I was a little kid with my parents, and even then I knew what it was. I was so humiliated, embarrassed when it showed them making love in space.
Yeah, but then she says, "Could you take me around the world again?" And there's this behind the scenes where Holly Good, the actress that plays Holly Goodhead, she said that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe. Is he there?
No, well, finish your thought. Yeah, I'm just making sure.
No. So anyway, the actress who plays Holly Goodhead, in the behind the scenes of Moonraker, she said that when she said that line, yes, thank you. When she said that line, her mom was embarrassed. She said, "Whoa, could you take me around the world again? One more time.
Around the world one more time." Yeah, and then it goes to the end title theme. I love that. Yes. Shirley Bassey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe. Welcome.
Yeah. Hey, Mikey.
Can you hear Mikey?
Yeah.
I heard a little bit.
Well, it's good to hear you, Joe. And hey, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yeah, we got one more night to go of Hanukkah. That's it.
Okay.
One more night tomorrow, the holiday is over.
Tomorrow Hanukkah's over as we're live, he says.
It is? Wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
It was early this year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It comes out just before, because the Jewish calendar runs differently than than the English calendar. So that's why the Jewish holidays always run different than the English or American holidays. Always different. And so I remember one year when Hanukkah came out like the day after Thanksgiving.
Right.
2 years ago, it came out like the day after Thanksgiving is when Hanukkah started. So it came out really. That 1 year it came out really early.
Right.
Wow. Cool.
Wow.
But growing up here in the United States, because I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens, New York, and I'm always we're always inundated with Christmas. It was on television or radio, whatever. And I brought this up last week when you did the try when Chance and Mikey did the tryout. Was I brought up Christmas Eve or Sesame Street?
Yes.
Yeah, on the chat, and that was one of the most underrated. Everybody always talks about the Vacuum Bass Christmas shows like Rudolph and Frosty and you just mentioned the little drummer boy just a few minutes ago. But Christmas Eve at Sesame Street is really one of the most, or if not the most overlooked Christmas special. I happen to have it on DVD, and I think the show is on YouTube. But the kids today cannot relate to that show because there's no Elmo.
Well, that's true.
Elmo was not
That's
created yet.
Joe, I wanted to ask you. Now, my favorite Christmas TV special is actually, you would be surprised, The Carpenters TV special.
You stole my thunder.
My favorite.
The song.
Yeah, because there is a great song that Karen Carpenter sings called Merry Christmas, Darling, which actually came from a very older song that she discovered way back in the early 1920s or 30s, something like that. And Richard Carpenter, her brother, was able to revive it, bring it out there, and then she sang it. It is one of the best Christmas songs ever made, Merry Christmas, Darling. And it was based on a true story of a writer who was missing his girlfriend during Christmas time, and he was relating over the story of why she was missing, and all the lines in the song are beautiful. And at the very end, I just lose it. I'm sorry, Joe. I lose it. So, yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Well, with the Christmas Eve with Sesame Street, think of Christmas songs. The two most famous Christmas songs in Christmas Eve with Sesame Street.
Yes.
Well, in the beginning, when you had the Muppet characters on ice in the beginning, when Big Bird is skating with his little blonde girl in the opening scene of the special.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh yeah, was that the one that Jose Feliciano, right? The original?
Yeah. The original with Jose Feliciano was in the beginning of the show, in that special. And more than halfway through the show, Ernie Bush sing the other famous Christmas song that already was established by Judy Garland.
Right.
And the movie called Meet Me in St. Louis, which was, of course, May You Have a Merry Little Christmas.
Yeah. Now I have a little question for everyone. If you folks remember, here's my trivia.
Sing that song. But
Yeah.
in case those of you out there who don't know the plot of Christmas Eve at Sesame Street, because it hasn't been in about 40 years on PBS, because most of the cast, the human cast, is dead.
Right.
But most recently, Bob McGrath, who was Bob on Sesame Street, he just passed away. I think it was earlier this year in 2025. The plot of it was that after they had the skating party with the Muppets on Ice characters, Oscar asked Big Bird, how does Santa Claus get in, who was built like a dump truck, get into the skinny little chimneys? Deliver the presents.
Nice.
And he says to Big Bird, if you don't figure it out, how Santa Claus does it, no one will get presents on Christmas. So the whole rest of the special, Big Bird is trying to figure out how Santa Claus gets it down the chimney. So that's the plot. And,
that's fantastic memories there, Joe. I had a question for you, Joe. Okay, other than Feliz Navidad, can you tell me the other 4 words that he says, the only other 4 words that he says in Spanish? Can you tell me what those words are?
It's been a long time since I heard that song, so I forgot, to tell you the truth.
Okay, I'm going to ask the chat too, and I'm going to ask you, gentlemen, Chance and Al, can you remember those 4 words he says other than Feliz Navidad in Spanish?
Let's let the chat. Joe, thanks for calling in. We got to roll. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. All right, thank you.
Happy holidays, dear brother.
On the chat, and Mikey, Al, and Chance have a happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And
We love you guys.
Never forget that you send me those 2 movies. I will never forget you for it. I'm very appreciative of it, and thanks very much for everything. Okay.
You're so welcome,
Hey,
Joe.
thank you for calling, Joe.
I'll probably do another live before the end of 2025. I said this was the last live of 25. I'll probably do a New Year's Eve one. All right.
That'd be great.
Joe. All right, brother. Be safe. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah, brother.
Bye.
Yeah.
That's Joe.
Does anybody know? Do you guys know what those last 4 words are?
Tell us. I'd love to know.
Okay. Prospero año y felicidad. Those are the other 4 words it says. Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, I've heard the song hundreds and thousands of times, but I didn't remember that.
But those are the 4 words. He says, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. That means Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Ooh,
Prospero año y felicidad is Happy New Year. So,
yo no sé. That means I don't know in Spanish. But hey, speaking of
it's funny because, and like Al just said, and me, you, everybody in the chat, you've heard the song millions of times, but you never would think that other than the Feliz Navidad part he sings, there is 4 other words he does in his native language.
We want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I mean, that's,
Yeah. And then I want to wish you a Merry Christmas was in English, right? So, yeah.
Joe brought up the Carpenters. I just want to say I really loved their cover of My Favorite Things. Ever heard that from 1978?
Yes.
The Sound of Music.
Yes.
I love that cover. What do you think, Al? You ever heard Karen Carpenter and the Carpenters singing My Favorite Things?
Yeah, that became a Christmas song. It really wasn't written as a Christmas song, but it became a Christmas song.
Right. It was composed by Richard Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
And Rodgers and Hammerstein. Yeah.
Well, Julie Andrews sang it in The Sound of Music.
Yeah, for the Broadway production. And guess what? That song was introduced by Mary Martin, who was the mom of Larry Hagman from I Dream of Jeannie and J.R. Ewing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, she played Peter Pan on Broadway.
She played Maria.
And I went ahead.
Yeah, she did.
Keebler said, guys, that she knew, but she couldn't spell it in Spanish. I spelled it out for her, but on the año part, the year part there, which is in English, año is year, you have to have that tilde. I don't have the tilde mark that goes above the end, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
So prospero año y felicidad. Yes.
That's it. And by the way, My Favorite Things was 1959 on Broadway, years before the 1965 movie The Sound of
Nice.
Music, which was released on Tuesday, March 2nd, 1965. Isn't that funny, Al? There were movies released on Tuesday. I remember when they were released on Wednesday and Friday. Now movies are almost always released on a Friday.
Yeah.
Do you
Well, they have
remember movies
advanced
being released
screening
on
on
a
Thursday
Tuesday?
night.
Al, do you remember movies being released on a Tuesday in the USA?
Yes. Yes.
Really? I never knew that until I researched tonight's show.
And now physical media is released on Tuesdays.
Wow.
That's right. Streaming shows are like at midnight on Tuesday into Wednesday. A lot of
Physical media, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks come out on Tuesday. So does CDs.
You know who else did a great version of My Favorite Things? The Supremes on the Ed Sullivan Show back in the 60s.
Oh,
that's from a Christmas album they did. I have that. I have that album.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Yep. And man, that was a great album. My favorite though, Al. You know, to answer your question, one of my favorite Christmas songs, Mikey had asked me, has got to be the Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass. My Favorite Things. That version, I just love that.
That's
version.
a good one too. Yeah.
Because did you ever notice it has like a part of the James Bond theme into the instrumentation?
Oh, you mean the part of the James Bond theme that Monty Norman had written?
You hear that in the Tijuana Brass version. Listen,
Yes, you do.
listen to that. And you hear in the underlay. That's James Bond. Am I crazy? It sounds like
No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. No.
I always thought Herb Albert was Spanish, but he's Jewish.
Right.
Yeah.
Star Wars came out on a Wednesday. That is correct.
And then question. Do you want to read that question, Mikey, from Keebler in the chat?
Sure. Fun fact question. What was the real celebration on December 25th?
The answer? Read the answer if you don't mind, sir.
Certainly. Ancient Romans celebrated their midwinter festivals like Saturnalia, which is honoring the god Saturn, and the Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, which is the birthday of the unconquered sun on December 25th. Yeah, they were pagan festivals. So originally, Christmas was a pagan festival before it became honored by, the Catholic, by Christianity, and turned it into Christmas. But the thing is, Jesus Christ himself, according to some scholars and some theologians, was not actually born on Christmas. He was actually born a few months after, between the years 3 AD and 4 AD. And he came, some say he was an Ethiopian, some say he was from Africa, some say he was from the Middle East. However he was from, he was born a few months after, supposedly, they decided to move it to Christmas Day, the 25th. And he lived for 33 years. They can prove that.
Hey, Al.
Yeah.
Are you up for doing They Died in 2025 Podblast for New Year's? There's a lot to talk about.
Or New Year's Day.
You want to? All right. What do you think, Mikey? You want to do that as our first show?
I want to do the New Year's Eve. Yeah, I didn't plan on doing the New Year's Eve celebration, but because you guys and Chance, I would love to be with you on New Year's Eve. Absolutely. And we can bring in the new year from the East Coast here.
I'm going to be going out, so it would be during the day New Year's Eve because I'm probably
okay. That's fine. Sure, we'll do that.
Here's the thing. Getting back to this, good. So I'll title it "They Died in 2025," and it's not going to be more, but it's going to be a celebration of life for these talents.
Where are you going New Year's Eve?
I don't know yet. I just feel like going out this year. I don't.
You want to be in downtown Atlanta?
No, I do not want to be in downtown.
The best to stay is at home.
Like we said, back when I moved here first time in 2017, that was the one and only time that Suzanne and I went to downtown Toronto to celebrate New Year's Eve. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. We got out of there barely with our lives. I don't even know how we did it, but we'll never go there again.
Downtown Atlanta at night, white folk are an endangered species. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right.
I'm totally
okay.
What my rant? Can I do a quick rant of the?
Oh, but I got to set it up. I got to do my intro. Hold that. No. This is for you, buddy. This is for you.
Thank you.
I've got to do my intro when I do a rant, and I have a rant too, and I know Al does too. Al, we both have the same rant, but here.
You want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Come on, punk. Come on. You want some more?
Was that Bill Bixby?
Yeah, in The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
And that was Dominique Dunn, ill-fated actress from Poltergeist and V. She was killed by
Her
her boyfriend.
boyfriend. Yeah.
What's your rant? Let's go.
All right. So my rant this week. Okay. This is really true to my. This is one thing that's true to my heart. As you know, every New Year's Rockin' Eve now has featured Ryan Seacrest. He is not the one I wanted to be the replacement for Dick Clark. My rant is every year I see Seacrest doing New Year's Eve, it is getting worse and worse. That's just me, as I say. However, the best ones that always came out were Dick Clark. Dick Clark, New Year's Rockin' Eve from Times Square right there. One of my friends was there. They said it was a crazy thing, like over 500,000 people on average being in one place at one time. Even my sister's husband, Stephen, was there. He was there a few times because he lives in Manhattan, so it was just a few walks away. Dick Clark was the quintessential New Year's Rockin' Eve host. He brought us in. Every year I stayed up, even if, well, of course, it was during Christmas vacation for us kids. Yay. But I stayed up every single year to watch Dick Clark because I loved him on American Bandstand and I loved him to bring in the new year. And even when he was down to his last year that he did it, and I think he was having some issues, but still, the man, the myth, the legend, he was there. He brought us in. My only rant is, why is Ryan Seacrest still doing it? He's worn it out. He has not done it well. We need a fresh new blood. We need someone to come in and bring in the New Year's for all of us, even in the most trying of times.
So that was my rant. The last time Dick Clark was on, they shouldn't have put him on because he was in no condition to be on network.
Yeah, I
television.
know. It's terrible, man. But hey,
he had drool coming from his mouth.
Guys,
what year was that? What year was that again? Now remind me, please.
I will say this to your point, Mikey. You
Yeah.
gotta love Dick. Don't clip that. You gotta love Dick. No,
I'm not clipping it. I can't.
Here's
I don't know how.
Here's my impression of Ryan
Thank
Seacrest.
Yeah.
This is American Idol. That's a bad impression. But I think he's doing a good job as the host of Wheel of Fortune. Al, what do you say about Ryan Seacrest? Atlanta's own Ryan Seacrest, by the way, Dunwoody High School.
He does all right. He does okay.
I will agree, Mikey. You have a right to your opinion. I'm not going to comment one way or the other about New Year's Rockin' Eve, but I do like him as the host of Wheel of Fortune, and he's Atlanta's own.
But to be fair, I really did enjoy.
You can watch Anderson Cooper. You can watch Anderson Cooper on CNN.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Anderson Cooper does a good job. I agree there. Yes.
There's no wrong answer with an opinion.
That's
There's
true.
no wrong. Yeah. So no one's beating up on you, and I'm just.
Well, I'm a purist. I'm a purist when it comes to Wheel of Fortune. It's all about Pat Sajak and Vanna White. That's it for me. So yeah, I'm a purist. I love shows like that with the original. I mean, when we lost our fellow Canadian Alex Trebek from Jeopardy, I'm like, yeah.
Canadian American. He had dual citizenship. I like that about him.
He did. Yes.
Speaking of Vanna White and Pat Sajak, here's a quick clip.
And display holder, all for $9.95. And when you act now, you'll also receive this stunning Princess Diana airmail stamp, an $8 value, absolutely free. Call toll-free now.
I would like an N as in Nellie, please. I would like to buy a vowel, please.
Which one?
An A.
Could I have a V as in Victor, please? Here comes Vanna.
I have so much fun up here with this guy.
Watch Vanna every day on Game Show Network.
Yeah, despite that, I still love my wife.
Vanna White. Do you remember her on Married with Children? That was
Yes.
the fantasy sequence of Al Bundy's. That was hilarious. Yeah.
With Ed O'Neill. Yeah, I love that sequence. Yes.
Woo! All right, Al. Let's let Al get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, please, Al. Go ahead and give us your rant, sir.
And what was the question?
It's the rant.
Just your rant.
I'll give you a hint, Al. I'll let you speak for me because I've talked too much. Xfinity, go.
Go.
Oh, well, Xfinity, Comcast has a loyalty program. Actually, I learned about it from Chance, and so I've been with them for almost 30 years for cable TV and internet. And so they have a loyalty program where you get a 5-year price guarantee for one price, and it's not going to change for 5 years. So I called them up, got on the phone, no problem. We'll give you a 5-year guarantee at $77 plus tax, just for the internet, because I don't have cable TV. I just have the internet. And so I got my bill this month. It was $95.90. So I called them. Well, we've had a price increase on the rental on the equipment and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So the 5-year guarantee of $77 is no longer. When I have it in writing, they sent me an email saying what my prices would be for 5 years. And it went up to $95.90 from $77.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
see.
Well, they went up on the rental of their equipment, I guess. That's what he told me.
They're liars. That's my rant. I got the 5-year guarantee. Nothing will go up. That's out the door, including taxes and fees and licensing. Yes, sir. This lady, Mai, in Egypt told me this.
Yeah.
And we get a notice in the mail talking about all these increases on the equipment, meaning the DVR and everything else. And I have 3 services with them. I have the high-speed internet. I have, watch it go down now that I'm blasting them. Internet. I have a landline for the show like Joe called on.
I'm sorry.
And I still have cable TV as well as all the streaming stuff, right?
Right.
So I can keep up with everything that's going on. So the thing I said to Al is hold your horses. It could be that that's just a general card that everyone gets besides the people that have the 5-year price guarantee. So I'm going to wait till I get my next bill. And if it goes up, I'm finally going to cut the cord. I'm going to be out of here.
But what are you going to get to replace it?
Yeah, right.
Stream like you do. Al, you mean for the internet? Well, I could get ATT Uverse. I could get Spectrum. I mean, there's a lot of choices for the internet service.
Well, I cut the cable TV off 2 years ago. I just stream now. I don't have any cable TV. I just have the internet.
But you also have a great over-the-air antenna, which is better HD than anything through cable
have
TV.
A good antenna. I pick up all the local channels with no problem at all. Plus, I get Me TV over the air. I get all of that stuff over the air.
You know what I get? I get Me TV Tunes finally. Xfinity added Me TV Tunes in HD, Al.
Yeah. Plus,
I get that over the air too.
Yeah. Right. Plus, guys, last year when we had our other previous YouTube channel before we lost it this year, we had StreamYard with the first basic plan. But the thing was, they are based out of the United States, not Canada. So when if you're a Canadian like me now, a immigrant Canadian, and you want to purchase StreamYard for the basic plan, remember their rate of exchange raises your bill. So if you think that your bill is going to stay like whatever it's supposed to be, like 25, something like dollars, no, it goes right up the very next year. That's why we decided after we realized it was cutting into our budget, and we're a limited budget people. Me and Suzanne, we've told, Chance that in UL before about that. So we went back to the free plan. We will never go back to basic plan on StreamYard. Never.
Hey, Al, look at Keebler's comment. Good for you there, Mikey. Sue them if you have the written agreement. Al told me several times. I printed it out. He has it in writing, right, Al?
I got it right back here on the table. Yeah.
Show it. Let's hold it up to the camera. Let me make you big.
I have to get it. It's under all that stuff there. So
that's okay. That's all right.
But I still have the email they sent me, so I have that too.
See, that's it. We're gonna wait for our bill. I'm serious. You know what? I said to Al, great minds, Keebler. There's probably gonna be a class action lawsuit because they advertise it on television too. 5-year price guarantee, and they say no contract. And you know what's funny? Here's another rant. When you call service and you actually get a human being to help you in customer service, they say this call may be monitored for quality assurance. Well, why is it when it works to our benefit, they never can find the recording? But when it's to their benefit, they find the recording lickety split. That's BS.
Well, the guy that helped me, I think he was here in the U.S. because he spoke perfect English, but he was very nice. You know, he says, you've been with us over 30 years. We'll give you that price guarantee of $77 plus tax.
Yes. And I just want to read this, what Joe says, because it's absolutely true. Dick Clark did have a massive stroke in the early 2000s, and that's why ABC should never have put him back in front of the camera.
That's what Al said. True. That's the same thing. Al said that about 10 minutes ago, right, Al?
Yeah. I agree with both Al and with what Joe just said.
He was drooling from his mouth. It was terrible.
Oh, right. I saw it. I was a diehard viewer of Dick Clark, as I mentioned. That was my big rant. I watched him every year. Yeah.
Well,
I'm not disparaging him.
Dick Clark did a syndicated radio show that I used to listen to. It was on WQXI here in Atlanta when I listened to it. It's called Rock Roll and Remembers, and he did a great job hosting an oldies format. It's called Rock Roll Remembers. You know.
Was it similar to what Casey Kasem did with American Top 40?
He did American Top 40. You know.
Right.
Yeah, and Ryan Seacrest does it now. And Seacrest, of course, like I said, is from Georgia. He's from Star 94. Anyone in Atlanta listening or watching, he was a DJ, right, on Star 94 originally. That's the first break he got, right, Al, in major radio?
Yep.
Anyway, but it was so sad. I'm not disparaging Dick Clark, but I mean, it was embarrassing and sad watching him on camera trying to speak. Yes. It wasn't right. I'm not going to do it because it sounds like I'm making fun of the man. I'm not. So
no, we can't make fun of the dead.
I loved to watch American Bandstand when I was a kid. You know,
I loved American Bandstand. I'd watch it faithfully on. It premiered on weekends, didn't it? First.
Do you know who wrote American Bandstand? The song.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lola Falana.
Yeah, that was Barry Manilow.
We're going hopping. Blah, blah. Yeah, Barry Manilow.
Yeah, and of course, talking about Philadelphia, my character, actor, and crooner of the show, Frankie Avalon, was from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as was Dick Clark. That's where American Bandstand began, was in Philadelphia.
It did. Philly time.
Well, Barry Manilow started out as a jingle writer. He wrote the McDonald's jingle years ago. And he also wrote a lot of other jingles, but he did write the American Bandstand.
He did. Hey, Keebler says that's why we should also record the call when we call these people for customer service.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And Joe's saying that American Bandstand came out of Philadelphia, as did my mother. She was a fan of his from day one. There you go, Joe.
And what did they call Dick Clark? He had a nickname or a phrase about him before his stroke, of course. Do you remember? I'll just tell you because we're running out of time. We've been over time.
Go.
Fountain of Youth face, because he looked like America's teenager. They called him America's teenager because the man seemingly never aged or didn't age.
He never aged. I don't know. He could have been an alien hybrid.
Chance, remember on American Bandstand, the mic he used, it was kind of like Gene Rayburn did on the Match Game. It was a long microphone.
Yeah, it was a long one.
Yeah,
it was a big one. That's what she said. It was a big one. I liked it. My favorite MC though of all time is Bob Barker. He was my favorite game show MC.
Bob Barker was great because he was the first to use that. But do you also remember real quickly who else used a big long microphone like that? Richard Dawson from Family Feud.
Yeah.
On what? He did?
He did.
He didn't have a mic on Family Feud.
No, he used the mic. He used it like when they were doing the bonus rounds, things like that. But most of the time, he would go up to the women and kiss them, like all the women. So.
Oh yeah, he was an equal opportunity kisser.
Yeah.
He didn't discriminate. He didn't age discriminate. He'd kiss young, old. He'd kiss.
I know. It was like, wow.
Yeah, he was the kissing bandit. That's right.
He was the kissing bandit. Love.
Was my Spice Tone. What else?
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
No, it sounded cool.
No, that's okay.
It sounded like a director on a TV show when the director would boom in, like on Late Night with David Letterman, Al Gurney or somebody. You go, "Oh, Dave, yeah, that was," you'd hear like this voice from God. Anyway,
you know who the best game show host was? Excuse me, in my opinion,
Rayburn?
Bill Cullen.
Oh, Bill Cullen was awesome too. The original host of The Price is Right.
Yes, and does it tell the truth? And I've got a secret.
Yeah, and he had a disease. He had a problem with his legs. He had polio, I think.
He had polio. Yes.
Yeah, and so he couldn't stand for too long. So he was always sitting down. Yeah, Bob Barker, Tracy, I agree. She's down in Florida listening and watching the show. Nice. Oh, yeah, and we got to shout out our sponsor, Remind Magazine. Yes. Real quick, they have a $15 offer. You can give or receive for yourself Remind Magazine for just $15 for an entire year. And that's 10 issues, including 2 double-sized issues. Go to remindmagazine.com or call 855-773-6463 to order. But please mention the Nostalgic Podblast when you order. All right, I'm back. Go ahead, Al.
So other than Trebek, you guys just said Bill Cullen. My favorite older host, Art Fleming of Jeopardy.
And Concentration.
And Concentration, yes.
Remember the early days of Jeopardy? They had the cards. They just pulled up. It was before the electronic screen.
Yeah, the card because he goes over there and goes, there's the card.
There was a guy behind there just pulling the cards up.
Right. It was. Yeah. There's Remind. There we go.
Yep. There's the current edition as we're live. Toys and games. Yep. Well, we've covered kind of everything about the holidays. I want to thank Joe Gutfeld for calling in to talk about Hanukkah, and Tracy in the chat. I had friends in my old neighborhood, Odin's Way, that were Jewish, and I remember spinning that dreidel and having all sorts of fun at Hanukkah. But and having the latke cakes and all that good stuff.
And we want to thank Keebler Danger for coming again to be with us.
Yeah.
We also want to let's see. Let's try to remember. Yeah, we did mention Tracy. We also had Sarah, who came in and mentioned that she was a member for 12 months. So again, congratulations, Sarah from California.
Al, what's that, Al?
Was Sarah in? I didn't see Sarah.
Yeah, she was in earlier. Yeah,
she's a member of my other channel, Chance Acting Demo, and I appreciate her membership very much.
Yes. Yeah, she became a 12-month member, so 1 year. Very well.
We got to say thanks and Happy New Year to our producer behind the scenes, Natalie. She produces most of our pre-recorded content. New producer as of Halloween. She does and listen, she's very humble. She is a real producer. She's going to be in Thailand for January. Should I say on the air? I'm sure it's okay. She's going to be visiting her mother and her best friend, and she's going to be doing a lot of traveling. So we're going to miss producer Natalie very much so.
Be safe. Be safe traveling to Thailand there, Natalie. Oh, and let's not forget Stewie Griffin, who is real name is Terrell. He's a male. So Terrell, have wonderful holidays, my friend. You were really wonderful helping us out tonight here in the chat.
Yes.
And we appreciate all of you.
And I have some Christmas comic book covers to show before we wrap. Did you want to finish your thought, Mikey, before I show those?
No, go ahead and show them. I'm done. I just want to make sure we got everybody. So
Al's face. Let me fix this. We don't want to block our friend Al. We
don't want to do that.
Shot. Damn.
So that's nice.
Okay, no, there's a way to move.
There we go.
Over there somewhere.
There we go.
There we go.
I did it. There we all can be seen. Look at that cover. Look at that with Wonder Woman playing Santa Claus.
And now, are those the Wonder Kids or?
Yeah. Wow. Look at this one. Action Comics, 1947.
Wow.
Pushing Santa down the chimney. This makes me think of Hunter S. Thompson. Here is Midnight, the Witching Hour. Tracy, you still there? Here's some comic book action for you. She loves the comic book covers. Look at that. I have this book in my collection.
Never kill a Santa Claus.
That's what it says. Look at that. Hey, what do you think of that, Al?
I like it.
I like it too. It gives a gothic vibe.
Yeah, here's one from the 1980s. That's from 1970s, The Witching Hour. Right. Look at this.
Nice.
Santa holding a gun, smoking a cigarette in Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 112 from 1986. And there's a Daredevil Christmas cover. Pariah is what it says.
That is one of my favorite covers. Instantly, like Daredevil, the blind superhero, and Pariah. Yeah,
and that's issue 229 of Daredevil, 1986. And there's Amazing Spider-Man, issue 314, with Todd McFarlane cover, who created Venom. Anyway,
right, and Spawn.
Oh yeah, Spawn as well. So we wish everyone a very safe and happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa if you celebrate that. Happy Hanukkah, which is in a rearview mirror now, pretty much, and happy 2026. And we'll be back to talk about those that we lost in 2025. Going to call it "They Died in 25." And Al, I hope you can come back for that one. I'll try to keep it short.
What?
I hope you can come back for "They Died in 2025." I'll try to keep the show brief.
I'll be there, Chance. Just let me know in X
3 hours.
What time you plan on doing that for that Wednesday.
Same time, same channel, 5:35 p.m. on the Nostalgic Podblast YouTube channel. Real quick, Mikey, why don't you give a little word to your channel, and Al, you as well. Why don't you tell people where they can find you for your stuff?
Okay, well, at the Chatty Blogger MS, which is our channel here on YouTube, we do have a big event coming up. So not only, awesome. There's some stuff to social media. Al's Place, Movie Albert,
and then we'll get to Al. I'm going to show Al solo while he's holding that up. But go ahead, Mikey.
Okay, so on the Chatty Blogger MS channel, we do have one more stream to do to begin January of 2026. On January 1st, and I have already set it up at 7 p.m. Eastern, it is called The Big Reveal. And what we're going to show what I'm going to talk about on The Big Reveal is what I humbly call the MOPS Project. And it is 3 different parts of music genres that people have never really examined on YouTube before. And what I plan on starting that is in February. And what we're going to do is we're going to have select co-hosts to join me on my live streams, and we're going to talk about certain plays and operas and musicals. That's the MOPS Project. So that's just a little sample of what I'm promising. We also have 2 one-on-one interviews with two of our best friends, our friend from Queensland, Australia, Lizzie, and also our friend from Alabama, Mr. Matt. So we have those 2. And then also, as a special gift in January, I'm doing the 21 episodes of the Star Trek fandom. And what that means is from James Cawley's Star Trek New Voyages and Vic Minona's Star Trek Continues, for 21 days, starting January 9th, we're going right to the end of the month. We're going to be doing an episode from each of those series. So first it's Cawley, then Vic. So we're going to be doing that. So that's a lot to look forward to, but it's going to be a lot of fun next year on the Chatty Blogger MS channel, which stands for Mikey Sues. There we go.
Nice. Al Hardy, what you got coming up?
Yeah, Al, go ahead.
I'm going to do a podcast tomorrow between 3 and 4, probably 3:30, on my favorite Christmas movie, The Lion in Winter.
Nice.
Katharine Hepburn, Peter O'Toole, Anthony Hopkins, and Timothy Dalton.
And spoiler alert, didn't you see that in 70 millimeter recently?
Yeah, I saw it at the Terra. Yeah, last Saturday.
Yeah, that beautiful movie. Yeah.
Now hold up that sign you had with all your social media.
Yeah, with all your information there, Al. Go ahead.
Why don't you read that, Mikey? Where can people find Al Hardy?
All right, on social media, you can find Al Hardy, Al's Place. On YouTube, you can find him at Al's Place.
Al's Place. Okay.
Al's
Place.
Al's Place. I did say that.
I said Al's Place. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. Twitch, he's Movie Albert. On the Facebook, he is the film and movie enthusiast. And follow me, and I will follow back. Also, on Letterboxd, yes. It's under Movie Albert.
Yeah, Letterboxd is where I review movies.
Al, I talked over you. Al, is it letterboxed or letterboxer?
It's letterbox. I take the D off. It's letterbox.
Yeah. It's just letterbox. Yeah.
Yeah. Keebler has your YouTube channel plugged in the chat and on the screen.
All right. Thanks, Keebler. Yeah.
Thank you, Keebler.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, I will see you guys for They Died in 2025. So we will do one more live stream as we ring in 2026. As I fade in and out. As Mikey pointed out earlier, let me duck down there. You can see my backdrop, see my scene here.
That'll be awesome. And like I said, please, the big reveal on January 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern time on our channel, Chatty Blogger MS.
All right, one plug per show, Mikey. I'm kidding. All right, so hello. I want to say hey to Tracy for joining us. I want to say thanks to everybody, and guys, we'll see you next time. I'm going to play some more clips. I play myself out. So thank you, Mikey, for being here, and we'll do it on. What would that be? 12/31/2025 at 5:35 p.m. Eastern Atlanta time and Canadian time.
Yeah, Christmas falls on 12/25/25.
And that'll never happen again for another 1,000 years.
Well, that's the first time in 100 years. 12/25/25.
Right.
And it won't happen again for another 1,000. You said, Mikey?
I think another 1,000 years. Somebody said. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to do a podcast on that when it comes around.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, we'll have to do that with that. Yeah, but we're all, we're going to be AI generated. It'll be the three of us as AI generated going.
We'll be like Obi-Wan Kenobi holograms, right? Like the spirit, like Obi-Wan. We've been struck down. Oh man. Oh yeah, I did there, Keebler. Yeah, she's asking me.
One final last thing. Let's all pray that when we have Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, that we have Mr. Mel Brooks himself, 100 years old, in the outfit of yogurt. We want that. So pray for this man to live 100 years. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Oh, and I did get Keebler. Yes, I'm going to put up on the screen. Al, this is kind of neat. Keebler let me know that I am now designated as a history channel on YouTube. And I am. I mean, we are. I don't dispute that. That's correct. And here's what she sent me. Here's a screenshot. Let me see if I can somehow make it solo. I don't know. It says delved into history. I don't know what it means, but I am a historic channel. I try to be historically accurate. We're an educational program, the Nostalgic Podblast, and I want to thank my my fellow panelist Al Hardy and part-time, mostly full-time co-host Mikey for keeping it real and keeping it accurate, and for your help with the research.
What year did we start the Podblast?
2019 on June 15th, 2019, which is on YouTube. Our very first show was from your home studio. Yeah. And it was audio only. And then I think it was week number 5 is when we did video.
Yeah, we did the videos after. Yeah.
We started doing it on Facebook Live.
And one quick last thing. Thank you, Dick Van Dyke, for joining the 100-year-old club. Whee! Nice. Love Dick Van Dyke.
Bob made a funny joke. Joe Gutfeld said, I think this show is going to last till the new year if you don't shut up. Hey, Lady Pop Hunter. That's the better half of Open by Chance's David. That's our YouTube channel, Open by Chance Toys. Hello to Lady Pop Hunter.
Hello, Lady Pop Hunter. Happy holidays to you, lady.
And they're in Georgia as well. I don't want to say where. We don't reveal that, but they're in the state of Georgia as I am, and Al is.
Very nice.
Nice to see you. Yeah, we've been talking holidays. Let me take this off the screen. But that's cool, Keebler. Thanks for letting me know that I am considered a history channel on YouTube, by YouTube.
That is so cool. Yeah.
Hey! Okay. Al, any final thoughts?
One final thought. One thing, at Christmas time, there was always a big movie to hit the movie theaters. But this year, there's nothing really,
No blockbuster?
No. Avatar. Who wants to see Avatar? Those are the most stupidest looking movies I've ever seen in my life.
Titanic was, I remember James Cameron, who is doing Avatar, of course. Titanic was a huge Christmas 1997 release.
It was huge, but this Avatar is, they say this one here is one of the, worst so far. I mean, on Rotten Tomatoes, so I don't know. I don't care for those movies,
I didn't like it either. But they did a. Well, I don't want to say, but they did a dirty movie, Avatar. I was told I haven't seen it.
I don't.
Anyway.
Well, my final thought is that Suzanne and I saw one of our all-time favorite horror classics, and that was Violent Night with David Harbour as Santa Claus, John Leguizamo as the terrorist who took over Beverly D'Angelo's house. And it's just, and the best line from it, and this was only 3 years ago, and the best line from it is, Prancer, so unprofessional.
I never saw that movie.
It is fantastic, Al. You need to check it out. Find it. It's available now on DVD and Blu-ray. It's called Violent Night. We own it. It is fantastic.
Al, what was the one we saw with Mel Gibson? Relatively recent, in the last 4 years or so. Christmas, where he played Santa Claus. Mel Gibson. What was that called?
Yeah, we saw that in the theater. It was
Well, someone look it up. Mikey, can you look?
Hang on a second. Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, Al can find it. Al knows it.
I can't remember either, and I saw it.
Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Fat Man.
That was
in 2020.
2020. I will never, ever see this movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night from the 80s.
That's
the
a
movie
good one,
poster had
too.
Santa with an axe. It was like an axe murderer, Santa Claus. I will never watch that slasher crap. That's just
and then there's Krampus.
Yeah, he plays Chris Kringle, who gets in a showdown with an assassin after a disgruntled kid hires the hitman to kill him.
Oh, Fat Man. Wow.
And you know what? I love Billy Bob Thornton, but I didn't care for Bad Santa that much. It's funny. But
Bad Santa was terrible. That was one of the worst movies.
I want to keep Santa and Christmas pure. You know what I'm saying?
It was forced junk. I mean, it was just it just it was horrible. I hated that movie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it wasn't very good.
But like I said, Al, check out Violent Night. It's a great horror Christmas classic. David Harbour, as I said, former Canadian. Yeah, he's fantastic as Santa Claus. So,
We'll have to watch that. Well, getting back to Avatar, I'm seeing on TikTok and different people are just walking out. It's 3.5 hours long. And this one guy says, after an hour, I couldn't take it anymore. And I left.
Yeah, who makes over 3 hours anymore?
Yeah,
Some people say, like, when you have a movie, when you have a movie that's like 2 hours, 8 minutes, okay, that's okay, because you can fit in a 10-minute time frame. Most of that is the end credits anyway, and all the different CGI and
3 hours. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes. But what everybody was, talking about, they had a teaser trailer for a new Avengers movie before it.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday. Which
They had the teaser trailer for it. Yes.
Well, if I want to see blue people, I'll watch a Smurfs cartoon rerun.
I know. And the blue people are just ugly. They're just like gross. I mean, it's just like, why?
Yeah. Believe it or not, I believe I'm correct. There was a Smurfs Christmas special.
Yeah, there was. But I mean, it's virtual reality. We have virtual reality and have had virtual reality for 30 years. I don't need to see a movie about virtual reality. I saw the first Avatar.
Yeah. Well, we
he's an a-hole too, James Cameron.
Well, Chance went to a restaurant virtual reality, didn't you, Chance?
Did you? Did you go to a restaurant virtual reality?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an inside joke.
We'll have to talk about that later next year. we'll have to discuss that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at you said. Al, you want to read that, Al, with your good radio voice?
Can you see that?
That's one reason why I never go to the theaters. They're too expensive to waste money on a gamble if you like it, Well,
gamble whether she'll like it or not. Al, you're off mic there. You're off mic. But it's okay. I heard you good enough, but you're off mic.
Who, me?
Now you're on mic. When you read that, you're off mic. It's okay.
No.
All right.
All righty then.
Well, as I always like to say, I am honored and blessed to be here with such a great host and co-host in Chance and Al, and you, the chatters. If it wasn't for you guys and gals, we would not be here. We could not do this. And this is my favorite time of year. I love Christmas. I love the camaraderie. I love the families that get together and celebrate, with the tree and the big dinners they have with turkey, ham, roast beef. I've had all three, chicken even. Yeah. So, yeah, this is my favorite time of year. And I love the snow. I want to see more snow, Um, and I do want one day of eternal peace. I want Christmas Day this year. No animosity, no pain, no grudge, no natural disaster. I've asked for this on my previous streams. I want one day of peace. And I know that God Himself and Jesus and Saint Nick and the Virgin Mary and the Holy Spirit and my wonderful patron saints, my beautiful wives, Saint Suzanne, and mine, named after Saint Michael the Archangel. I want this one day Christmas to be the most peaceful ever. So everybody pray for that. Let's hope for that this year.
Yeah. That's well said, Mikey. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, Mikey, I'll talk with you later. I'm going to put you backstage for now.
All right.
Well, I got to go too.
All right. Well, I have a couple more clips to play. I think I got you big. Any final thought?
No, I'm going to go watch On Patrol, I guess. No,
all right. On Peacock.
On Peacock.
All right. Take care, buddy. Thanks for showing up.
All right. Take care. Talk to you guys later.
We'll see you. And they died in 2025. All right. Those are my buddies, Al Hardy and Mikey up in Canada, and they help make the show great, as does Keebler, my power mod, and Sarah, who was here earlier, mostly Keebler, and in terms of moderation. And I'm glad that everybody took their time out of their busy holiday schedule and family time to tune in for a little bit here on the Nostalgic Podblast, or to listen to the Nostalgic Podblast. It's been a wonderful year for me, a year of growth, and I think 2026 is going to be even better. Oops.
Hi.
Hey. See, StreamYard, when I switch to my videos from my pictures, sometimes things go wrong. Yep. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick scan of my clips. And I want to also thank Osmond Enterprises for giving me a break. Donnie Osmond Enterprises of the Donnie Marie Show. He owns all of that content. I want to thank him. And one time when I was in Burbank, California, randomly, a valet gave me a Mormon Bible signed by Donnie Osmond back in 2007, Burbank, California. How strange is that? I still have it in my nightstand. Isn't that interesting? Now, here's the last karaoke song I'm going to play as I play ourselves out. This is From My Family to Yours. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year.